Do we have stream back? Sorry. Sorry, I hate being at home with the Wi-Fi because it just doesn't work. I'm sorry. Alright, we had to reset the stream for the third time. If it happens one more time, I might have to cancel stream. I hope not. God, I really hope the stream just holds together. Anyways, let's continue. The scales shimmer in hues that my hometown's subdued color palette could never have imagined. I wonder if they think I'm an oddity. The lawsuit thing was about no humans going here, so maybe this is the first time any of them have seen a human before too. Some raptors in Leatherman's jackets snicker as they pass by. At me? Or am I just being paranoid? The excitement that was building within me during the bus ride now is quickly giving way to anxiety. I tried to shrug it off. I was told someone would be here to greet me, but as minutes ticked by, nobody came. Please, Wi-Fi, work. My Wi-Fi is driving me crazy. It's driving me up the wall. I'm sorry. I scanned the crowd again, looking for any sign of a welcome committee, but I'm only met by the indifferent gazes of pterodactyls chilling on some benches and a couple spinos chatting animatedly in their own little clique. Huh. This is so different from Nua, man. After what we dealt with Nua. Oh, hey, guy. Then a green parasaur cuts through the throng with a purposeful stride. His eyes are creased with visible annoyance. Honestly, the art in this game is also really good. I just wanted to say that. Get that out of the way. This is really good. I really hope the stream is working again. It should be running again, right? It should be running. I don't know who's reflecting the sun more, his gelled golden hair or my bald head. God. His expression sour enough to curdle milk, and he approaches with an air of someone who has far better things to do. Oh God, don't tell me he's our welcoming committee. Oh, what name do I give you? Also, what voice do I give you? And also, God, our name is Developer, huh? God, what voice do I give you? I don't think you fit with nerd voice. I'm going to go sultry, I guess. Maybe? I really hope there's not another person who has a better fit for sultry. Developer, I take it. His voice has an authoritative ring to it that makes me stand up straighter. That's me! I try for a smile. I'm the Student Union President Elliot. He thrust a stack of papers into my hands. Schedules, maps, pamphlets. The dean made me a welcome committee, but I have a million other things I need to do, so let's get this over quick. He pulls out the paper from his pocket and begins reading it. Hello and welcome to Cretaceous College of Computing and blah blah blah. Did this guy really just say blah blah blah? I feel my eyes getting bigger as he keeps talking, trying to soak in all the info as he tries his best to speed run through it. We are happy to provide young and unprivileged humans, such as yourself, a chance of becoming your best selves. Blah blah blah. It's not of much value, sadly. The papers you have been given include detailed descriptions of all our facilities, a map of the campus, your schedule, blah blah blah. He seems to scan the paper one last time before stuffing it back in his pocket. Look, I'm sure you can figure this all out on your own. Shouldn't you be helping me, Elliot? Oh my God, I sure hope. Sorry, the word hope is cursed for me. You can if you're planning to making it here. Do you have any questions? Make it quick though. What? I realized a moment too late that I blurted that out. His claw taps impatiently on the top of the sheet, pointedly not remarking on my very insightful response. My eyes start to cross what turns out to be my schedule. Most of it seems normal, but musical composition? World history? I don't remember picking these? He gives a confused expression as he grabs my schedule and looks over the page before going through several other papers he's carrying. There may have been a mix-up. Did you choose a major? Isn't this a college of computing? I thought general studies sounded good. Yeah, with a roll of his eyes, he tossed my schedule back. Yeah, this is your schedule. So you're the one that... Elliot shakes his head. Oh god, did we give him a hard time with this because we just chose general studies? This isn't a community college. We don't even have a general studies program. Well, we didn't. Somehow no one noticed the issue until you registered, so they had to scramble to throw one together before the semester started. They they didn't have a general studies program and they just threw it together for me? God, Elliot hates us. All for you. Oh boy. Well, we're off to a promising start. Well, if that's all, I'm gonna get going. I'm going to get going. Sorry. Sorry, I just saw that's a little awkward, sentence writing wise. He gives a sarcastic wave before sauntering off. Wait, that was the orientation? He barely told me anything. Hey, where are the dorms? Who did I talk to about changing my classes? Oh shit, no, go back, go back. Are there any human-specific resources I should know about? Thanks, there were a lot of help. Let's not be sarcastic. It's probably he's gonna say map. Who did I talk to about changing my classes? Are there any human-specific resources I should know about? Well, I feel like this is a choice that doesn't matter. Let's just go with this. He shrugs and continues walking away without turning to look back. Well, shit. You're the only human here. No idea. Great. I'm left alone amidst a sea of strangers. I should probably start by finding my dorm. I ruffled through the papers until I can find a map of some sort. It's made up of nondescript boxes with little dark lines indicating roads or paths, without any details or landmarks. How is anyone supposed to find anything with this thing? Whatever. How hard can it be to find one building? Pretty hard, apparently. Yeah, God, immediately. PAC and VAC this way, or should I say PAC and VAC this way? No explanation as to what... That is a C, right? What a PAC or VAC is, though. I should just say the initials because saying I hate F is just sounds insane. AHA, ATH, UTL buildings this way. Does this place use an acronym for everything? But not what the acronym means, and we're back to the start. I give up. I like how animated these sprites are. 4 years of high school and untold hours surfing obscure websites. None of the info I picked up in all that time helped me at all to decipher the symbols on this poor excuse for a map. I check it again, trying to convince myself that I was going the right way. Yet looking around, I find myself right back where I started. I'm not even sure how I managed that. Huh? Oh shit. Wait, what? I hear a plane. Is someone about to fly in? Is there an airport nearby? Yeah, I hear that. Should I pause real quick and turn up the sound effects? I'm not sure if this is loud enough. I'm scared that my eardrums are just gonna burst. Hold on. Let me check real quick. I'm gonna turn this up for you guys. Or turn it up for me. That didn't help at all. Great. Is there an airport nearby? Watch out! Oh, yep. Someone did actually crash right into us. Ow. What the? Sorry. Can I see what he looks like? I'm getting massive Marco vibes. Alright. Massive Marco vibe. I say Marco. You guys don't know who that is. From the Abime series. For, like, Heada's Code, Burp Me Code. He's getting the Marco voice for sure. I think I gave that to Reed and, did I give it to what's his name as well from God, I feel like Snoot Game's characters, like writing wise, were more memorable than I Wani Hug That Gator. Although the My Wani Hug That Gator handles the main couple better, I feel like overall character wise, Snoot Game handled it better. Complicated here. I've tried. It's gonna bother me the whole stream that I can't remember his name from I Wani Hug That Gator. That I forgot. I'm gonna check real quick. I'm gonna check. It's gonna bother me. Damien. There we go. I don't know why that took me so long. The dinosaur untangles himself from me and stands up, extending a clawed hand to help me up. Didn't see you there. I take his outstretched hand, whistling as I got back on my feet. Yeah, clearly. He appeared to be a pterodactyl with red feathers and a sheepish grin. He rubbed the back of his neck, looking genuinely embarrassed. Super sorry about that. Was getting some gliding practice in and I totally didn't see you walk into my path. I'm literally the only one here. You think you could have maybe practiced somewhere that's not right in the middle of campus? God. A little bit of regression here. His wings droop a bit, his grin faltering. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Are you okay? Did I hurt you? Like, okay, for those of you who don't know about the Marco voice, it's basically my impression of Tristan from, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, just so you guys know. My shoulders hurt. Oh god, my shoulder hurts a bit, but I'll live. You looked relieved, but still concerned. Let me make it up to you. I just have a question real quick, actually. Are the people who made Snoot Game Encore also working on this? Because I'm noticing a lot of similarities between the two. Like, UI-wise. You look kinda lost. Need help finding something? Dorms, cafeteria, bathroom? I'm Theo, by the way. Dev. And yeah, Lost is right. I actually am looking for the dorms, yeah. They didn't give you a tour of the campus during orientation? If by orientation you mean one guy dumping a bunch of papers on me and then bailing, then no. Well then, lucky for you, I'm an expert navigator. Sorry. You can call me the ultimate finder, expert finder. From here on out, consider me your personal tour guide. Theo claps a wing on my back, almost knocking me off balance. Come on then, let's find your place. Alright. Is he also a freshman, or is he, like, a year over? With Theo's guidance, the cryptic map started to make sense. He pointed out, God, I love how animated it is. He pointed out various landmarks that could be found on it. A statue here, a particularly gnarled tree there, and eventually we found our way to the dormitories. God, wow, that was actually really well animated. I like that. I like little bits like that. There's the common room, great for all-nighters. Over there's the laundry. I highly recommend going early if you don't want to battle for a washer. And here we are, freshman and sophomore dorms. Man, freshman and sophomore? My university only had like a freshman dorms and then like basically normal dorms, another normal dormitory that was really, really old and out of date, that the elevator broke in a lot. And then after that, it's basically apartment-like dorms. 4 stories of brick and stone standing sentinel smack dab in the middle of an otherwise nonsensical campus layout. Looks more like a barracks than a dorm, does it? What's your dorm number? That's a good question. I double-checked the papers I was given. Are we dorm mates? Looks like 482, or neighbors. 4th floor then. Follow me. Theo pushes open the heavy door with a flourish. I like Theo, he's cool. Please don't be a twist villain, like a twist antagonist. We navigate through a massive collection of dinosaurs on the first floor, milling about or talking with friends. After a quick ride on a musty elevator, yeah, that seems about right, we reached our final destination. God, the art in this game is pretty good. It's so good. 478. 480, here it is, 482, you're home away from home. The dorm was far larger than I expected. 2 beds on opposite walls with desks beneath loft bunks. Guess this palace is all yours. Seems so. So far, I'm sure we're gonna have a dorm mate. Eventually. Lucky. Maybe they saw who they were rooming with and bailed? Theo shrugged off my self-deprecation joke with an ever-easy smile. Still trying to get a read on our protagonist here, Dev. Like, he seems very, like, more casual, more kind of just, like going with the wind, like just kind of going with the flow of things. He didn't really even have like a plan of what he wanted to do when he got to college. He just didn't want to be sent to like the military. That's about it. But he never had an actual plan for going to a college. New lost. Oh God, sorry. More space for you. Besides, who needs roommates when you got neighbors like me? We're neighbors? Yeah, I knew it. Well, no, I'm actually one floor down. Close enough. But that's practically neighbors, right? I mean, we're in the same building. Do you have a roommate? Duh, everyone does. I gestured to the barren half of my new room. Almost everyone. Well, what's he like? He's an acquired taste of a guy, but he'll grow on you eventually. Is it the guy we just talked to before whose name I've already forgotten and should have memorized? Elliot? There we go, got it. Oh, I think I know the type. I toss my bag onto the nearest bed and glance around. This place is kind of depressing the way it is now. A roommate sounds neat, bummer, but at least I have the entire place to myself. Ooh, oh God. I don't... Does this choice matter? This could be a choice that matters, actually. I feel like this is like one of those Zenless Zone Zero choices where it's like, this is the first half and then this is the second half. A roommate sounds neat, bummer, but at least I have the entire place to myself. In any case, I should get some posters or something. Guess I won't be having any arguments about decor, considering the lack of another being capable of voicing their opinion on what my room should look like. Hey, you hungry? Cafeteria food isn't half bad if you know what to avoid. As if on cue, my stomach roars. Starving. Well, what are we waiting for? Come on! We walk side by side, my stomach growling louder with each step toward the cafeteria. This feels like I when he hugged that Gator's cafeteria. It's similar looking. Inside the hall buzzes with 100 conversations. The scent of sizzling meat and overcooked vegetables hangs heavy in the air. God, overcooked vegetables, man. Oh my God, you would not know how, I don't want to say bad our cafeteria food was, but it was like low quality for the longest time until we had a petition to fix it. I didn't expect it to be this lively. Wait until you see the feeding frenzy during finals week. So, how long have you been studying here? Just 2 semesters. I'm a sophomore. Okay, so he's 1 year ahead of us. Oh, nice. Well, I could have assumed that. He clearly knows his way around the place. But at the same time, he's still in the freshman-sophomore dorm. I could have assumed that. I answer absent-mindedly while internally reacting to the prices listed on the menus. Sweet Raptor Jesus! $5 for a single bottle of water? $7 for small fries? Oh my God, they're just gouging you here, huh? Oh crap! What's up? A friend of mine told me that college food was expensive, yeah? But I didn't figure it would be this expensive. It's like concert food. I'm running on fumes here, financially speaking. Just one meal is gonna wipe out the cash I have on me. I might just hit up the vending machines. Gotta wait for the allowance to kick in. Theo claps me on the back again. Don't sweat it, my treat. Aw man, Theo's a fucking bro. Theo's a fucking bro. I love him already. I can't do that. We only just met. I don't like the idea of owing a stranger. Theo gasps melodramatically. A stranger? After all that bonding together we did? Finding your room, entering your room, not to mention exiting your room. God, we're practically brothers now. Then there was finding the cafeteria, entering the cafeteria. God, the dynamic is already pretty fucking good. He laughs too. A feeling not undo itself inside my chest. We have already made a friend. Socializing. Not that hard, right? But no, I get you. Wait, you know how to read? Okay, well, yeah, I know how to read. Humans know how to read, my guy. Don't be racist, please. What kind of question is that? Yes. Yes? Sorry. You can pay me back by helping me on my next world history assignment. I can barely pay attention during class. Hello, Simon. Welcome back. Lost stream there for a second because Wi-Fi crashed out on me, but I connected to a different one. I guess that's a fair deal, but I don't know. Take the deal. My stomach guides me more than my pride. Not that like I've ever take the deal. I need to be able to take care of myself. Reject the offer. He seems so nice. Seems so genuine, but he's still a stranger. Ugh, fuck. How are there already choices that matter? Not like I have a better option. Take the deal. Take the. Theo is still a bro. I kind of like Theo. I want to be on Theo's good side. I like Theo. Yes, please. Theo is visibly taken aback by my outburst. My ears start to burn with embarrassment. God, oh crap, now he's gonna think I'm some kind of deadbeat or freeloader or... Wait, does he know I have a full ride here? Would that affect how he sees me? God. I'm trying to think right now what our protagonist is, like, Enneagram personality-wise. I'm kind of leaning towards type 3, perhaps. I'm saying perhaps. I need to see more of him. Kind of similar to what Inko is. I feel like he's leaning more characterization-wise towards Inko. He reminds me more of Inko than he does of Anon or Nua. Okay, dude. My stomach rumbles, my shame increases. Theo, on the other hand, starts laughing so hard he's got to hold his ribs. Sorry. He's smiling again. No, dude, I get it. Come on, I'm starving too. We walk over to get our food when I notice there are two serving areas marked as herbivores and carnivores respectively. But we're a omnivore. Omnivore, sorry, God, I can't read. The herbivore side is full of leafy concoctions, towering salads, steamed vegetables, and grains in every flavor. But then there's the carnivore side, burgers, strips of bacon, sausages. Theo heads straight for the carnivore section, grabbing a tray and piling on a little bit of everything. I grab my plate and fill my tray with... God. A mix of everything. Yeah, a mix of everything. A bowl of cheese, nothing more, just cheese. Like an insane person, like a rat. Alright. A mix of everything. A varied diet is a healthy diet. Theo has already stacked his tray with various meats by the time I join him in line. He has this huge drumstick in one hand, nibbling on it as we move forward. Man, this is good stuff. You sure you don't want more? Nah, I'm good. He shrugs and continues eating. I take a bite of my food with one hand while the other holds the tray. The food leaves a figurative bitter taste in my mouth now that I'm indebted to Theo. He's a bro though. What about that promise of helping him with his history work? For all I know, he might be messing with me about how bad those assignments are. In any case, we have history either way, so we could just study together, right? The food finds a way to battle past the bitter taste and fill me with comfort. We reach the cashier, and Theo flashes his credit card for both our meals, gesturing for me to follow him to find seats in the crowded dining hall. Well, hello, first girl. First love interest. We maneuver through the crowd, and Theo leads me to a quieter corner where a girl with spiky hair and even spikier clothes sits alone, her eyes glued to a laptop screen, alright? A half-eaten sandwich lies forgotten beside her. And this here is my amazing, awesome, beautiful sister, Rebecca. Oh god, that gives me Ema vibes. Please don't give me PTSD of Ema. Please don't remind me of 100 Line Last Defense Academy, please. Is it okay for you to say that about your own sister? The Dano snaps her head towards Theo in an angry snarl. Never mind what I said about her clothes, her fangs are even spikier. God, I don't know what voice to give you. I don't know what voice to give you. I just met you. Do I go... Oh my god, do I go with, like, growly feminine? Do I try to mix in Valley Girl in there? Like, okay, I need to test this. Theo, I swear. Like, Theo, I swear. Like, something like that, but, like, growly. Theo, I swear, I don't want to meet another one of your new... Her eyes flicker up briefly before staring at me. Hi? Do you have a human fetish? I should probably say something. Hi, I'm Dev. Smooth, Dev. Real smooth. You're a human. An uncomfortable laugh escapes my mouth. Last I checked. Is that an issue? Nah. And with that, she turns away again. Her fingers are already dancing across the keys. Don't worry. The fact that she's even talking to you means that she likes you. Judging by the death glare she suddenly gives Tiro, I severely question the truth behind that statement. God. You don't really see humans here, or even in Amberfield for that matter. Really? Yep, you're a bit of a rarity at CCC. I remember Elliot's comment about me being the only human here. Huh, maybe I was the only person to receive this scholarship here. God, that does make sense. Well, we have our token human going to our school now, so you can't call us racist. Well, no one really seems to care if that's the case. People have far more to worry about here than seeing a random human walking around their neighborhood. Harsh, but fair, I suppose. Despite her comments, her gaze remains fixed on her screen. The steady click, click, click of her typing somehow cuts through the noise. I wonder what she's doing. What is her major? I try to focus on my food, but my thoughts keep drifting. One night I'm home, secluded to my own life. The next day, I'm sharing a meal with two near strangers. Yeah, that seems about right for college. One of whom seemed as though she'd rather be alone. Yeah, that seems about right for college. Another who couldn't wait to spend the rest of his day dragging me all over the campus. I've never really been this far from home before, and this is going to be my life for the next 4 years. So, Dim, what brought you to CCC? Scholarship. Really? That's sick, dude. Lucky you. What was the scholarship for? You some sort of genius or sports star? He gives me a playful nudge. For, being human, I think. I don't really fully understand it myself, to be honest. They both look at me with a confused expression. They are calling your school racist. I looked it up, and it seemed to be something to try and get more humans in these fancier colleges. There was even some big class action lawsuit about it. But you're the only one here. Yeah, I'm seeing that now. I mean, it's weird enough no one else got the scholarship, but you'd think even without it, there would be more humans here. Not really. Saurians are just better suited for college than humans. Alright, Rebecca, never mind. Alright, our racist raptor waifu. Here we go. Racist raptor punk waifu. Punk? Is it punk? I feel like it's more... It's not really goth emo waifu. Here we go. Alright. Jesus fucking Christ. God, it's like the fucking... This is like the fucking... What was Fangs calling Anon skinny when we first had a conversation? Kind of level like racism. Fuck. Rebecca. It's true. Our memory and attention span are better. Makes cramming for those... Oh god. SAP. So yeah. I was about to say SAT. SAP test and entry exams a breeze compared to humans. I don't think that's true. She's not. She's just messing with you. Am I, though? Are you? Are you, though? Right. Well, it's all new to me regardless, and I don't really know anyone. Theo laughs momentarily, confusing me. You know me, and now you know Rebecca. Are you saying we're no one? He nudges his sister with an elbow, but earns only an annoyed glance. No, of course not. But there's more to college than just meeting people, right? I mean, yeah, classes, obviously. Making friends is just the beginning. You'll find your groove. Before you know it, you'll be part of a whole social fabric we got here. Rebecca suddenly stops typing and looks up at her brother with a scowl. God. He literally just met us. Can you stop acting like we're all BFFs or something? Sorry, I misclicked. Sorry. Well, she isn't wrong, but there's a million ways she could have said that less rudely. God, she is blunt as hell, huh? Yeah, don't mind Miss Grumpy. She gets like this sometimes, but she doesn't mean anything by it. Stop acting like I'm like... not here. Or like, I'm a child. God. Mega, your warm and fuzzy attitude is exactly why I brought Dev here. Wanted him to feel right at home, you know. God, what is your deal, Rebecca? I don't think she's a bad person, but she is definitely more blunt and standoffish. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is to not let the college scare you. You'll find your way. Rebecca snorts but says nothing. Or Mega, don't let her scare you either. Dale, if he runs off because of me, he wouldn't last he wouldn't last here long anyway. She seems... Actually, I don't know what to make of her. She has been focused on her laptop nearly this whole time, typing a storm up about something. A research paper, maybe? But on the first day, is she a writer? Maybe I should just ask. Call it an icebreaker, even if she doesn't seem like she likes me. There we go. Invade her privacy and ask what she's writing. Don't be noisy and mind my own business. Fuck. We did just meet. It is. Why would they word it like this? Why would they word it like this? We did just meet. Is this crossing a boundary? I feel like I'm gonna regret asking this. I am genuine. I want to show interest. I want to show interest in what she is writing, but at the same time, it's not really my business what she's writing. It's her choice. God, I don't want to press too hard. Invade her privacy and ask what she's writing. Alright, well, we're about to make our first wrong choice. So, what are you writing? Rebecca's eyes flick up wide for a moment before turning into a sharp scowl. Mind your own business. Okay then. Guess I struck a nerve? I turned my focus back to my food, but I can't help but feel a little strung. I was just trying to make conversation. Sheesh. Theo was done with his plate, wiping his mouth with the back of his hand. Well, I made the wrong choice. He leans back in his chair, eyes... I want to fucking take it back. What if I did this? It's probably for the best I leave her be. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? It would have led back to the same decision. Well, I feel like shit now for having to fucking scroll back. So what crazy stories are you so invested in today? I'm sure Deb would like to know too. Dude. Come on, don't tell me you aren't curious. I shrug. It's not our business. Well, she did appreciate that. God damn it. I know. Fuck, man. I know when I'm typing up something in the fucking cafeteria, I wouldn't want people fucking knowing what I'm typing up. So I get this. He's right. It's not. Well, it's true that curiosity is killing me. If we exchange places, I'd be just as annoyed. Fuck, I should fucking... God, okay, I gotta fucking think, man. Don't think curiously, think like a fucking human being, goddammit. 2 against 1. It's not fair. Theo places a hand on his chest, dramatically feigning being hurt by my betrayal to our newly formed friendship. Do you try to peek at other people's phones when they're not looking to? Theo's mouth hangs open while Rebecca surprisingly snickers at my remark. We're in. Alright. I wouldn't. He totally does that. Well then, keep your secrets, Becca. But it's more fan fiction about colorful horses anyway. Oh, she would be a My Little Pony fan. Oh boy. She's about to bite his fucking throat out. Colorful what? Don't you dare. Yeah, Becca, sorry. Yeesh, message received. But did he say colorful horses, My Little Pony? As I poke at the last few crumbs on my meal, a new face suddenly strides up to our table. Raptor Jesus. Those assholes can't give me a one moment of... God, I'm not sure which one of us is more confused about the other's presence. Alien, what's up, man? Have you met Deb yet? Finally breaking off the stare, Elliot's face droops with a grimace. Of course, my newest friend would happen to be friends with the guy that left me to get lost in campus. All things considered, it makes sense that overwhelmingly friendly Theo would be friends with basically anyone. What the hell is he doing here? He was invited, unlike you. Yeah, Rebecca likes us now. Alright, Rebecca coming to my defense surprises me. She must dislike Elliot more than she dislikes this random human who her brother dragged along. God, Elliot. So you two do know each other. It was the orientation I mentioned to you when we met. Really? You know, he spent like an hour trying to find the dorms, right? You really just left him hanging? I gave him a map. Elliot, look, I had stuff to deal with. Elliot. Okay, fine, I'm sorry. Happy? Okay. Well, the important thing is that you learn from your mistakes. Sure. Thanks, Dad. Anytime. Oh, God. Why are you even here? Because Theo texted me that he was in the cafeteria, and because I always sit here. Oh, God, you guys all sit together? Well, this is a fucking awkward and chaotic group. Unfortunately. Truthfully, I'm still a bit annoyed about what Elliot pulled. However, not only has the conversation already moved on, but Theo's eyes light up like he's just had the best idea. He's gonna make us friends. I think it's time for proper introductions. Theo, we've all met before. Yeah, what is this, elementary school? No, this is different. Dev's new here. It's only fair. I glance around the table. Despite his enthusiasm, it's clear he's the only one on board with doing this. I mean, I already know all your names. Theo waves a hand dismissively. He points to himself with both thumbs grinning. I'm Theodore Chase, but you can call me Theo. Second year here at CCC and future creator of the next big indie game. Aw, oh, man, he's just like me for real, for real. Our dad is a microraptor and our mom is a pterodactyl, which I take after both of them, which is why I look all funky. God. Oh, so they're like technically mixed race? Yeah. I guess it makes sense. A genetic freak is what you mean. Aren't you siblings? You're just jealous you only took after Dad. I like meat, video games, programming, F&D, Let's Plays, and I think that's it. For all the hassle he caused about introducing himself properly, he sure gave the rest of us a very underwhelming presentation. I give him 6.5 out of 10. God. He looks to his sister. The glitter he received and leaves in response could melt steel beams. Elliot picks at his food, seemingly ignoring Theo. Finally, he turns to me. Hi, I'm developer. I'm new in town. Crap. My turn. Come on! Show these two how it's done. Don't hold anything back. Really prefer not to. This is a safe space, Dev. You can be honest with us. Also, please throw me a bone here. You can't leave me hanging after revealing all my darkest secrets like that. It's becoming increasingly difficult to say no to the guy. Fine. Introduce yourself while he asks to tell him everything. Just unload everything. Unload the whole book. Just introduce ourselves. Let's just be casual. God. They shouldn't suffer because I'm being a petty bitch, alright? My name is DevLog, and this is my first year here. I don't really know what I want to do in the future. I guess I like video games and you snoot shorts. Not sure what else. Just the shorts, not even videos? God, you fucking suck. Not sure what else. That was great! Oh, right. I forgot to add, I'm human? We noticed. Are you actually asking us if you are? No, because he... Never mind. There was a moment of silence. Rebecca sighs, and that kind of exasperation you hear from your parents when they tell you that they're not angry, just disappointed. God, it's just as discouraging, though. Theo looks at Rebecca and Elliot expectantly. Oh boy. Come on, both me and Dev did it. I'm sorry, guys. Fine, if we'll get you off this bed. He clears his throat rather sarcastically. Hello, class. I'm 23 years old. My name is Elliot Reddington of the Reddington family. Ironically, I am green. Nothing, really? I look around and find both Theo and Rebecca all are also looking at me. Fuck, he's from a rich family. He's like Byakuya Togami, for real, with the hair and suit. Wait, was I supposed to know who the Reddingtons are? People typically have a reaction when they find out I'm a Reddington. The name doesn't ring a bell, and it seems Elliot picked up on that fact thanks to my blank look. You know, like the real estate company? I'm out of town, my guy. What about Red Origin? The frickin' space company. Wait, real estate and a space company? How do we not know this man? He's fucking part of like the, not part. His family has ties to the fucking this universe's version of what I'm assuming is NASA. How the fuck do we not know? Rebecca seems to have lost interest in the conversation, but Elliot and Theo continue to stare at me. I only respond with a silent shrug, thinking how much I'd rather have the earth swallow me up here, right now. Whatever, that's all you get. Okay, that was good. Rebecca? She sighs. You know my name already, and you know that I'm his sister. And that you're a fast typer. Rebecca looks up at me, bemused. That too, sure, you know that. Guess I'm done with my presentation. Right, well, look at that. Now we're no longer strangers. Small talk fills the rest of our lunch. It's still awkward, just not as much as before. It's mostly Theo driving the conversation, with Elliot occasionally jumping in with a sarcastic remark or two. Alright. Okay. Elliot did have a good first impression, but I don't think he's a bad guy necessarily. He does come from a rich family, so he probably has like a lot of expectations placed on him. I'm assuming, and that's why he's standoffish. I'm curious about what happened to her that made her so jaded. She could just be like that naturally, I'm not sure. Rebecca stays mostly quiet, only offering a word when directly spoken to or when she has a sharp comment. I find myself chiming in more than I expected. We talk about classes, professors known for their impossible exams, and the best spots on campus to grab a midnight snack. It's all pretty mundane stuff, but it feels good. Normal, even. Maybe Theo had a point after all when he forced us through those awkward introductions. As the cafeteria starts to empty, Theo turns at me and slaps his hand on the table, scarring the soul right out of me. Did I say scarring? Scaring the soul right out of me. I'm sorry, I can't read. Hey, Dev, want to come over and play some games? I've got a pretty sweet setup back in my dorm, and I can vouch for it. Oh my god, is he your roommate? Elliot nods, grinning. God. Yeah, he's not lying. Well, except about it being his. God, it's his. The games are mine. The TV and console are his. Rebecca snorts. Only reason to ever go to their room. Oh, so you're the acquired taste roommate. The what? Theo blanches. Elliot looks alarmed. Rebecca simply snorts again. Man, we are so in. I hesitate, but only for a moment. It sounds like fun, and honestly, I could use a break from all the stress of the day. Yeah, sure, that sounds great. Awesome, you're gonna love it. Theo, Elliot, and myself shuffle back to the quad, while Rebecca goes off to do her own thing without saying goodbye. I ask Theo if I'd maybe overstay my welcome with her, but he just says she does that when she's had her fill of socialization for the day. She's like me for real, man. Like me for real, dog. Just me at the fucking cafeteria, even with the football team, just on my phone. And like, I don't even say goodbye when I finish my lunch. When I finish my lunch, I'm just gone. Like, maybe some small talk here and there, but like, that's just me, man. So this is what the room looks like. Pulp Fiction. Is that Nier Automata? Oh my god, how many fucking references are here that I'm not getting? Jurassic Park. Oh my god, but is that humans? Aliens? What is that? Oh my god. I don't know what this is. Fuck, it can't be Dune, right? What is this? What is this? Theo and Elliot's room mirror minds in size, but feels entirely different. Posters of old video games plaster the walls. There's a nice vibe here. Two vibes, actually, yeah. Elliot's half is meticulously clean, everything neatly in its place. Meanwhile, Theo's side is a storm of sketches and scattered game cases. You can't even take a step without looking down first. If not for Elliot's tidy half, I don't even know what the color... Even know the color of the floor. God, is it that messy? It doesn't seem that messy in the UI. In the art, when I take away the UI. Sorry. I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything that demonstrates the duality of order and chaos so perfectly. Theo tosses his bag back. Okay, is that why their designs kind of like foil one another a little bit as well? Theo tosses his backpack onto his bed, sending a few papers fluttering to the floor. He doesn't seem to notice or care, as he grabs a couple of controllers and tosses one my way. Get ready to get schooled, Dev, my man. Elliot settles into his desk chair, swiveling to face us. I joined, but I've seen how this ends, so I'll just enjoy the show. What does that mean? Is he that good? Well, it makes sense. Theo flicks the screen on, and we're illuminated by the bright menu of a game I recognize, but I haven't played in a while. Hyper Punch Sisters. Everyone in middle school had it. Is that like Super Smash Brothers? Sublime Slam Sisters. I think we had a fighting game club where it was the only thing anyone played. It's all about quick reflexes and strategy. Naturally, those are the two things I'm decently rusty at. Fuck, we're so cooked. We get to the character selection. Oh my god, they actually played a sound effect for that. Oh my god. Choose your character. We get to the character selection screen. I had 3 go-to choices back then. Lucy, the warrior of space-time. Nancy, the plumber. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can piece together the references. I can only assume Link. This is obviously Mario. And HG, the simian. Is that supposed to be Donkey Kong? I choose... Oh my god, it is! I fucking got the references right, too. God, the fact that there's a choice here, too, that's awesome. And the way they present it is pretty fucking cool. God, this kind of reveals who I play as a little bit when I play Super Smash Bros. I haven't played it in a while, though. Lucy the Warrior of Spacetime is a classic. She's a very technical character with a moveset on the weaker side, but she comes with some clever combos. Yeah, true. Never really mastered her, but something tells me I need a trick or two if I have any hope of beating Theo. God, the sound effects are really quiet, actually. Hold on. Should I turn up the sound effects a little bit? I'm gonna keep it the same, actually. We dive into the first match. Oh my god, the screen actually lights up, and that's actually really cool. Theo's already a non-stop flurry of movements, his character twitching back and forth or randomly crouching. Right off the bat, I'm trying combos I haven't used in years. It'd be one thing if nothing was landing, but it seemed to have forgotten a lot of the correct controller inputs as well. I may be in over my head here. God. Okay, warm-up round doesn't count. I'm grateful for the mulligan as I try to shake off the nerves and focus on the next match. There's a rhythm to the game that feels familiar even when you're out of practice. A pattern to attacks, dodges, and counters that you start to feel more than you think about. Elliot watches us with an amused smirk, calling out pointers that are half helpful, half trolling. God, he's one of those backseat gamers. Meanwhile, I'm trying my best to stay alive here, and then the blackout happens. The match ends with my character face down on the virtual battlefield. Theo whoops in victory, but offers a good-natured nod. You choose poorly. That is his specialty. Well, Dev, you're not that bad for a newbie. I'm not. I used to play this all the time. I was actually one of the top players back in my middle school. Man, oh, that's rough, buddy. God, that's rough, buddy. Well, you'll shake off the rust eventually, I'm sure. Should I start giving him, like, a bit of a growl? That's rough, buddy. Just give him a little bit of a growl. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a bit of a growl for, like, raspy for Zuko. I'm less convinced about that than he is, but I agree, but I nod in agreement anyway. Whatever games do you have? Emotions of the floor around them. Modes! Name and I probably have it. Got a bunch downloaded too. Do you have Rock Ring 3? We could play co-op. No, I don't. Oh. Or maybe... But I do have the Master Grunt collection. Isn't that broken? No, they fixed it. We should play Rock Ring Harvest though. Way cooler. Personally, I would still prefer 3, but Harvest is also good. Anything but 4, or Raptor Jesus forbid, Rock Ring 5. God, is it that bad? I can't help but involuntarily shudder. Is Rock Ring? I never considered what Rock Ring is. What game series that's supposed to be. I can't. Yeah, we already read that. That's fine. Wait, you joining now that I can't whoop your butt? Yeah, sure. I'll hop on for a mission or two. Okay, so it is Call of Duty. I was scared to say Call of Duty. Maybe. The room hums with the low buzz of the console as it springs to life, the screen flashing the familiar logo of Rockring Harvest. That does sound like Call of Duty music, actually. A bombastic orchestra of the opening theme filling the room. It's been a while since I've played any Rock Rings, but I still have plenty of nostalgic memories about this franchise. Theo's animated as ever, while Elliot sits more reserved, but with a spark of anticipation in his eyes. Maybe I'm wrong, though. We dive into co-op mode. Alright, guys, which difficulty, Hunter or Grabberer? Both of those might be a bit advanced for Dev. We should do Weaver. God. Both of those might be too advanced for Dev. We should do Weaver. Sorry, I forgot I'm supposed to add a growl to his voice now. God. I love. Okay, I kind of like Elliot now. They're endearing me to Elliot a little bit. I've played this before. Pick Hunter for sure. Watch out. We got a badass over here. We charge through the first few enemies with surprising ease. My shots are a little off at first, but it doesn't take long to find my groove. I might have played a lot of HPS, like, I get, okay, oh, that's, yeah, never mind. But I lived and breathed Rock Ring. Theo's character bounds ahead, fearless, sometimes too much so. He gets taken down more than once. Elliot plays far more defensively, always behind cover and only using precision weapons. Watch out! Thanks to his call-out, it only takes me a split second to spot the group of enemies ambushing us from the side. I swivel my character and open fire, the controller vibrating in my hands with each shot. Theo lets out a whoop as he tosses a rock at a large enemy's face, killing him instantly. Rocks are always a bit OP, but that's just a part of Rockring's charm, okay? By the third mission, we were perfectly in sync, moving as one unit through the map, covering each other's backs and sharing ammo when it runs low. Damn, we instantly became best buddies. The game's score swells around us, a soundtrack to accompany us victory after victory. Not bad for a human. Not bad for a human. Question mark? I hear a ping from Elliot's direction. Oh god. His face sours as he checks his phone. Damn it. I have to go. No? It's like 10 o'clock. Where are you going now? My parents are here. I was hoping to avoid this, but they want to meet up with me before they leave. Is that why you've been all stressed all day? He doesn't answer, simply shrugging. God, yeah, there's definitely some parental issues. Yeah, he could have, like, a lot of expectations placed on him. I'll probably be gone for a few hours, so don't wait up. Okay, I think I gotta do normal sultry. It's kind of hard to do sultry growl. I'm gonna practice real quick. I'll probably be gone for a few hours, so don't wait up. There we go, something like that. The door clicks shut behind Elliot, and the room suddenly feels quieter, even with the game's action-packed music still playing in the background. Oh god, where did I get the text from? No? Okay. Theo pauses the game and turns to me, his expression shifting from focus to something more thoughtful. I assume I'm better off not knowing? Theo shrugs. Family dynamics can be complicated. Even more so when your parents are big-time CEOs. There's an awkward pause, but thankfully Theo fills it in soon enough. Yeah, okay, thank you for just saying the quiet part out loud. You know, I've always wanted to actually make games, not just play them. Yeah, that's like me. I'm going for game design for my master's. I accept the change of topic with a nod. Who hasn't dreamed of making their own game? I want to create that next big something. Not just for fame, but that new mechanic or system that pushes the whole industry, you know? His expression and tone are serious, but I can't tell if it's because of what happened with Elliot. With Elliot. Clearly, this is something he really cares about. I think I do, yeah. He leans back against his bed frame. Okay, I like little animated stuff like that. Arms crossed over his chest as he looks up at the ceiling. It's like this big dream I've got. What about you? Was making games always just a passing interest or something more? The question catches me off guard, and I pause for a moment to think. The idea had crossed my mind more than once, but I've never stopped to think about why I want to make a game. Honestly, I've never thought about it. Yeah, our name is Dev A. It's definitely never been about becoming rich or famous or anything like that, yeah. I just want to make something, so if I had to pick, it'd be about the same as you. You know, creating something and leaving a mark on the world in the world? Yeah, that's like me for real, for real. Theo's eyes light up, his energy shifting as he just downed an entire pot of coffee. Really? He's practically shouting, nearly knocking over his soda can in sudden enthusiasm. I nod. Dude, we should totally do it. Aw, dude. Okay. The guy can go from 0 to 60 and nothing flat. Whoa, whoa, slow down, man. I laugh, trying to temper his excitement with a dose of reality. I mean, it'd be awesome, but this is a lot to put. Oh, this is a lot to put on someone you just met. Shouldn't you ask Elliot, or someone you know is able to contribute? I don't even know what I can bring to the table. We tried before, but nah, forget about that. Listen. Oh boy, what happened in that last attempt? How did it fall apart? We share the same passion, right? We both love games. We can make something amazing together. I can't help but smile at his conviction. It's infectious and sort of makes me believe that maybe, just maybe we could pull something like this off. And even if not, it might still be fun. We do have similar interests. But is that enough to start? Dude, great games started development with less than that. But what would we even start? What would it even be about? More importantly, how would we even make it? God, I gotta pick up the trash too. Don't worry about that. I've been programming since I can remember. Fair enough. Well, I did make some mods for FS4, but I wouldn't call myself a programmer. Sweet man, this is a match made in heaven. Don't worry, I'll do the heavy lifting on that end. All I need to know is what it. All we need to know. Oh, all I need to know is what it is, and I promise we can make. I can make it work. Which, as for what, it could be an epic adventure or a chill walking sim or something, anything. Those are just details we can figure out along the way. Yeah, I just start getting started is a good advice actually. Theo claps his hands together in the light, a grin stretching across his face. I feel like this game is gonna hit me especially as someone who wants to develop his own game. I lean back and run a hand over my bald head. The idea is wild, but how hard could it be? Don't say that. Theo continues to rattle off ideas, barely pausing for breaths between each new thought, but my mind is too focused on the practical problems to pay them enough attention. Hmm. I feel like Theo's very much a dreamer like me, but I also get like Dev's more practical, kind of like more grounded mindset. I feel like we can, like, ground Theo's passion. Eventually, it starts to get late, and I head out, promising him I'll think about it. As I leave Theo's room and walk back towards my own, the halls of CCC are quiet. Given the storm of problems and potential solutions that's raging in my head, that suits me just fine. I'm no programmer, but we are going to be a developer. I've never even designed anything more complex than a custom character in a game's creator character. Character creator, sorry. And yet, as I walk down the corridor, my mind races with possibilities and doubts. Making a game with Theo? The thought is daunting. It's not just about coming up with an idea, but building it from scratch, debugging it. Stuff I know nothing about. It's not completely impossible, I guess. You do read about a viral hit of a game that's made by one guy every now and then. Yeah, Toby Fox, Scott Cawthon, and half of those have graphics that look like a child made them. If it's both me and Theo, then we have like twice the chance of success, right? Yeah. But then there's the time commitment, the effort, and what if it fails? Should we really try making a video game just for the sake of making a game? Yeah, this is interesting. Just for the love of it. This is an interesting thought process here that Dev has. Hmm. Interested to get to know Dev more as a character. I open the door to my room and fumble around for a light switch. Once lit up, the room again greets me with its emptiness. I wonder if we start developing as a character, or like, we start developing interest and all that, or like, once we start like making choices that matter, I wonder if our room is gonna start getting dressed up and stuff. That would be very interesting to see our side of the room start changing. Once again, the room again greets me with its emptiness. I really, really need to get some posters or something. I pace around the room. Pros and cons begin to ping pong in my head. Pro, it could be cool working with Theo. His passion for this is certainly infectious. His passion for everything is infectious. Con, I've got zero experience. What if I drag us down? Pro, if we actually pull this off, it could be amazing. A real achievement. Con, it's risky. Games flop all the time, even those made by professionals, yeah? Man, college is supposed to be about figuring out your future, not jumping headfirst in some crazy project on day one. Well, we gotta work on the future step by step, one step at a time. I glance at the empty bed on the other side of the room and stare at it for a while. There's silence. I'm alone with my thoughts. Flashes from my brief time with Theo and Elliot appear in my mind. I realize that in the last 24 hours, I haven't been given one thought to my life before CCC beyond thinking about my parents and my indecision and my hobbies. It's been alone for a while, haven't I? But not this afternoon. I wasn't alone with Theo, Elliot, and Rebecca. That was fun. Maybe I had another item to the pros and cons list. Pro, it'd be fun. Oh, that's nice, actually. I need to sleep on this. Maybe things will be clear in the morning. Or maybe they'll be exactly the same. That was a real yawn. Sorry if any of you are watching this right now. Wow, these dorm beds are surprisingly nice. God, unlike mine. I figured that the dorms here would be as simple and functional as possible, but this is far better than my own room back home. The walls are perhaps a bit plain, but I never found a band I liked enough to get their posters, and even action figures or cars were more my dad's thing. We have no personality whatsoever. Still, I appreciate the sturdy carpentry that has gone into making these beds solid. I try to shake myself awake and find that the mattress doesn't shift at all, no matter how much I thrash around. Makes sense, considering the very different bodies and species that are supposed to fit in these. Man, they must have spent half their budget on these beds. It's like lying on a cloud that's made of softer clouds. Eloquent as ever, Dev. Nice. I could get used to this. Seriously. No wonder the dinosaurs almost went extinct. They probably spent all day lounging around, too comfy to notice the meteor. You could just sink into the mattress and just let go. We got school to go to. Sorry, you guys had to hear that. Wake up, we're gonna be late. Wait, something is wrong. I'm comfortable. Too comfortable. Alarm bells triggered in my brain. Yeah, God. Holdovers from one too many talks my boss gave me back when I had a summer job. The type that come with a deep frown and stern warning about coming in late because... Oh crap! I slept in! I grabbed my phone from the nightstand, and looking at the time is like being punched in the gut. It's 9:48 a.m. God, we slept in. Oh man, I remember sleeping in one time because I was supposed to get to like a football workout at 5:30, and I remember sleeping in. I remember looking at my like phone time, seeing the sun getting up, and I saw it was 6:30, so workouts were done. And I'm like blinking like multiple times, like blinking, looking, checking at the time, like my phone's gonna suddenly come alive and be like, ah, just kidding. Like, it's actually you're not late. Like you didn't miss the entirety of your football workouts. Like, God, don't scare me like that, phone. Like, no, fuck, man. I've had so many moments like these. Well, not so many. I've had like a moment like these. I just remember that feeling. My first class starts at 10. How did this happen? I set my alarm for 8:30 p.m. It's for PM, isn't it? 8:30 PM. Whatever, I literally have no time to dwell on it. I sprint across the room, clothes flying in every direction as I search for everything I'll need for the day. The day that also happens to be my first official day as a Cretaceous College of Computing student. No pressure. Usually I wouldn't care much about this, but my phone displays a text received just about a few minutes ago from Theo. Miss you? God. I need to see this. Hey, you awake? Hey, you awake? Probably not. When you come back to the land of the living, I want you to know that morning classes are frickin' blow. Frickin' blow, sorry. If you're awake yet, I'm gonna be in the cafeteria at 9. Miss you. Dude, almost forgot, we got a first day tradition. You should write number 1 on your forehead. All the freshmen are doing. I feel like this is a prank. My sleep-deprived brain needs an extra few moments to process the text. First day tradition? How come I haven't heard about it before? That's ridiculous. I'm gonna go with it anyway. Fuck! You can't do this to me! You can't do this to me! I'm going with it. I want to see if he actually fucking writes down number 1 on his head if they plan for that. In the midst of my search for clothes in respectable condition, I quickly scrawl Theo's suggestion on my smooth forehead. Well, it's not smooth this morning. Oh god. My hairline is starting to grow in again. Oh, okay. So we shave bald? This is a choice? I'll have to shave soon before it gets too long. He actually did it! And looking closer, I find it increasingly hard to tell what the scribbled symbol on my forehead is supposed to be. Ugh, why did I do this? Oh, fuck! We did an impermanent marker? We're so fucked. We're so cooked. I idly glanced at the marker as I set it down on my desk. Wait. Permanent marker? Oh no. No time to fix it. I just gotta hope I can find some way to get rid of it later. Teeth. No time to brush them. I grab a stick of gum instead and chew it until my jaw starts screaming for mercy. Phone, wallet, keys, shove them in my pockets as I rush out the door. The hallway is empty. Everyone is already where they need to be. I might end the stream as soon as we meet all the love interest. How many are there? I think there are 12 endings, so there's probably 3, right? I run down the stairs and out of the building, only to find the colorful campus outside is already buzzing with activity. I dodge a couple of triceratops playing frisbee and nearly trip over a velociraptor on a bike. Toast in our mouth. Fuck, we're late. Shit, God. We slipped. My lungs burn as I push through the quads, stepping students and jumping over benches like some kind of parkour athlete. Or at least that's how it feels. I like that little addition. The mathematics building looms ahead, and I glance at my phone again. 9:57 a.m. Almost there. I'm inside the building, but now I've got to find the right classroom. I'm so close to the finish line. So close. I made it. With 2 entire minutes to spare at that. If only I could stop the fiery pain in my lungs and legs. God, this is gonna be so funny. Stepping into the first class of my college life, it's not exactly what I was expecting. Assumed all the classes would be in large auditorium-style rooms, a gigantic whiteboard dominating the whole back wall, semi-comfy seats, but this? Yeah, no, not all classrooms are like that. We do have some auditoriums. Well, back in my school, we had like one auditorium. My university, we had one auditorium. But yeah, they mostly are just some, like, basically classrooms. For the computer labs, though, the computers are built into the desk, which is neat. It's a simple room, with wooden desks and chairs, complete with metal legs that you know aren't properly balanced. The desks even have a chubby hole beneath them to hold books or whatever else you can fit. At the very front, there's the teacher's desk and a blackboard. A blackboard? Not a white one for markers? A black one with tiny pieces of chalk under it. Okay, wow, that is really old school then. This just looks like high school. Yeah, I cringe at the thought of all the chalk scraping hell to come, as if math wouldn't be bad enough on its own. Do I just sit anywhere, or is this actually like high school where we have assigned seats? No, I think you could just sit anywhere. You should be able to. At least at my university you were. Beyond that, I need to consider that some students have wings and actual horns. Should I sit in front to make sure I could see at all, or hide behind them to avoid standing out so much? We're the only human. You must be the human Yeah! I jump at the voice behind me, feeling my heart skip one too many beats. Turning to its source, I find a short, heavy-set Pachysaurus, looking at me with a stern but tired expression. Based on the way he's dressed, dress pants, tie, and well-ironed shirt, I'm guessing he's our professor? Either that or a really old student. Which is not entirely unreasonable assumption. This is college, I remind myself. Yeah, true. I've had like some older peers as well with me. And even if it was a high school, it would be okay for anyone of any age to get their education done. Commendable even. I say, okay, yeah, he does feel like more like an Inko. Kid, are you listening? Kid, are you listening? Crap, I spaced out, didn't I? Yeah, I mean, no, sorry. What did you ask me? Your name. I'm trying to do like an old man voice. I'm having some trouble right now. Your name. You're the only human kid around this year. Oh man, dude, the bald spot in his head, and then just having like the cone, like I say bone, the bone kind of like show here for like the dinosaur. Okay, that's neat. Yes, I'm Dev Loper. Julian Hawthorne. It's always Hawthorne, huh? Mr. Hawthorne speaks in a surprisingly deep, gravelly rumble. Okay, well, I got something like that. His eyes suddenly narrow, honing in on the mark on my forehead. Already enjoying college life, are we, Mr. Loper? I hope you'll take your academics seriously. College is more than a place for partying and marking each other up when you pass out. No, a friend told me it was a freshman tradition. Mr. Hawthorne looks around, prompting me to do the same. Not a single other student has number 1 on their forehead. If you insist. But as for academics, I'll be your professor for this class. Just pay attention and you'll do fine, I'm sure. You mentioned the only human kid this year. Have there been other humans before then? No, but we're hoping to find more varied student body in the coming semesters. Alright. Wait, now that I'm talking to him, I am wondering about the seating. Thanks. I'm new to this whole college thing. Do we have assigned seats or... He chuckles at the question. My ears grow warm out of a slight feeling of embarrassment. No, kiddo. You're all adults. Sit where you like. I must warn you, though. It's first come, first serve. So if you want the good seats, you'll want to get here early. Thanks, Mr. Hawthorne. Out of courtesy, and to get on his good side, I offer a handshake, which he accepts with a smile. This is an adjustment. With how similarly this place looks to high school, I was expecting more of the same, but he's right. I am an adult now. Yeah, yeah, you know, another thing I've noticed is that he's certainly more mature. He seems more mature than the other Anon likes. So, like, and it makes sense because he's a college freshman and not like a high school senior. I mean, there's at least a year there. He is in college now and not a high schooler. He feels a little bit more mature. That'll be an adjustment to wrap my head around now too. I hear the clamor of voices approaching the already half-filled room. How does this work? Is this like the guy code where you don't, and I emphasize, you don't choose the seat next to the one already in use? Will people even care at all? Don't hesitate. I just take a random spot in the middle. Ideal. Won't make me look too eager, but I also won't have to squint to see anything important. I hear the professor clear his throat. Silence sets in. As some of you, oh god, sorry. As some of you who have had me in other classes might know, my name is Professor Hawthorne. For the sake of those who have mistakenly walked into the wrong class, which happens far more often than I would hope, this is algebraic modeling, an introductory course to some of the more advanced mathematics courses you'll find here. I managed to skip that because I took some college math and college algebra, so I didn't need to take any college prep classes or whatever. A few of the students sheepishly stand up and walk out, to which Mr. Hawthorne just rubs his temples in frustration. I double-checked my schedule, just to be sure. Yep, my adrenaline-spiked brain didn't fail me. This is the right class. Anyway, for this first week, we will be doing a refresher on what you should have been taught in your senior year of high school. After that, we'll be jumping into more fun stuff. Mr. Hawthorne gives up. Sorry, hold on. What do you mean store's unavailable? God damn it, not again. Is it closed again? Sorry, hold on. They just canceled my order again. God. They tell me this now? Sorry. They just canceled my order for food, so, like, I gotta order a new one. Sorry. I just need a drink. Come on. Sorry, give me a minute here. There we go. Sorry, give me a minute. I don't want to add anything. I already got enough. God, I don't want to add more money. God, okay, hold on. Give me a minute. Sorry. I had a plan, but then they changed it up on me. Sorry, give me a minute here. God. Sorry. Let's see if they got. Alright, if will that trigger. I need to add $2 more. God damn it. Is that enough or do I need to add more? I need to add more. Sorry, hold on. Give me a minute here. Give me a minute. I'm sorry. And oh, they do. Is that enough? God, it's not. Alright, go to checkout. No thanks, I don't need anything else. And then I'm just going to. That should be fine. Alright, 10 to 22 minutes. Sorry, I got distracted because like my order got canceled last second, so now I had to order something else. Sorry. I worked fast. Alright. Let's continue. Mr. Hawthorne gives an awkward, toothy smile despite his forced attempt at enthusiasm. No one in class can be bothered to offer so much as an uninterested grunt. Right. The rest of the class is exactly as he said, just a bunch of stuff I only half remember from high school. I have a feeling you, Snoot, and other people's notes are going to be a necessary resource this year. Yeah, true. God, I remember almost flunking out of like Calculus 1 in my first year of college, but then I managed to recover and get up to a B minus. And then I crushed Calculus 2 somehow. I don't even know how. I had some trouble at the start with Calculus 1, I guess. Maybe from Theo, and if it fails, then Rebecca or Elliot. Not sure if they even like me enough to help me, but it's worth a try, I guess. It's difficult to stay focused in the class, all things considered. My mind begins to quickly drift, and the fact that Mr. Hawthorne talks in such a monotone voice doesn't help at all. Okay, it doesn't help. It actually becomes impossible to stay focused. It does give me time to think, though, about what Theo said last night, about making a game. It's a neat idea. I've been trying to figure out what I want to do with my future anyway, so maybe game design is it. I've made mods for games before, but an actual game? What would it even be about? What kind of game would it be? I like fighting games, and they're not as frustrating as open world adventure games filled with busy work. I have a love-hate relationship with those. Open worlds Open world types either have great stories or the most slapped on cardboard tasting excuse for a plot, and the fetch quests end up being more entertaining. Oh my god. Yes! Okay, I'm actually very excited to play this full game when it comes out. And almost no one likes fetch quest. I'm not even sure I want to meet anyone who does. Visual novel Visual novels are out of the question. I mean, reading in my video game? Dude, look in the mirror. Also, oh my god, dude, I was not expecting Snoot Game reference. Then there are shooters. It could be a boom clone, a linear, narrative focused one, or a competitive shooter, ultra replayable, not that many assets required. What I fear most about is the balancing part. Yeah, true. We'd have to make sure that every character offers a fair chance for anyone to win. Yeah, true. That is how fucking Wild Assault feels right now. But also make them feel different because the first person POV doesn't help much at making them stand out at first glance. And there's the matter of objectives and gameplay. We can't just have a deathmatch mode and call it a day. I hummed to myself, thinking that if I had this many thoughts about shooters, maybe they're the idea I like the most. I write that all of this down in the empty space of the margins in my notes. Regardless of my feelings on it for now, I'll have to discuss this with Theo later. I can't deny that I'm excited about having an actual friend in college and having something fun to talk about with them. Something that... Oh, new character introduction? Animated? Oh, it's animated, holy shit. Math sexy. Oh, is this a late student? Oh, okay. Long neck student. Okay, is she a shy character? Just a wave. Alright. Hmm. She has that type of hair, huh? Bangs covering eyes. My thoughts are interrupted by what could be best described as an absolute unit of a brontosaurus, trying their best to enter the classroom as quietly as possible. After Wani hugged that gator, I've been noticing a lot of more characters like this, huh? Unfortunately for them, however, it seems the world wishes to pay the cruelest prank on them by making the door as ear-gratingly squeaky as possible. It even eclipses Mr. Hawthorne's chalk sounds. It creaks loud, long, and clear, making everyone's head turn in their direction. Hard not to be distracted by some guy with shoulders that reach 6 feet on their own, and a neck that's easily twice as long, if not more. This is obviously a girl. The professor looks at the late arrival with quite a bit of annoyance. Miss Miss Bennett, so glad for you to finally decide to join us today. That behemoth is a girl? I feel the need to slap my own face for my stupid assumption. God, yeah? I'm also getting the feeling that these two know each other. Is she a second year? And does she have to repeat or something? The large girl looks around the room as all eyes were on her, and her face turns beet red at the attention. God. Is she gonna be silent for the longest time? I see her mouth something to Mr. Hawthorne, but I don't hear anything at all. He just rolls his eyes and gestures for her to take a seat. I guess he wasn't joking about the seats. The only one left is the one right next to me. Hi. Does it say something about me Does it say something about me that the only seat left is beside me? God. There is someone on my other side at least, but now that I take a look, they've scooted closer to the seat to the left, conspicuously a few inches farther from me. God, they fucking hate us. This is a racist ass school. The chair creaks too as the brontosaurus tries to adjust the desk beside me, all while failing to make herself seem smaller. Her long neck bends down at a painful angle and rests on the floor, not wanting to obscure the person behind her's view of the board. Once she's done accommodating her head, the professor gets back to his lecture. Just curl it around. Coil it around. I too get back to my battle against passing out of boredom. I decide to write down any game-related idea I have, or draw an asterisk on every topic I can't remember anything about. Math isn't my forte, never was, but I do remember most of the topics Mr. Hawthorne lists on the blackboard. I wasn't half bad at them in high school, so I don't feel like paying that much attention anyway. Back to thinking about other things. Maybe we could just start simple, like a basic platformer, a point-and-click game, an escape room game could be. Yeah, maybe starting out simple is a good idea. Mr. Hawthorne claps once, and I jump in my seat at the harsh sound.
And that will be all for today. For the rest of class, just study the material and be sure to copy all the notes on the board. All the information about an upcoming test will be posted at the end of the week. And all the topics, too.
A list of references...
Oh, a list of references, suggested bibliography can be requested at the library. Just mention my name and the name of the course, and the librarian will give it to you.
Oh, shit. I realized I hadn't listened to a single thing he said, besides some random tidbits that don't really connect to one another. The value of X will forever remain lost to me if things stay this way. I quickly copy everything on the board. It's only the first day. We'll figure it out, or something. The Brontosaurus girl next to me seems to be writing quite a bit down. Bennett, was it? but that's her surname. Surely, I wish Mr. Hawthorne called her by her first name earlier. It'd be weird if I tried to get her attention with a Bennett or a hey girl. Hey girl! Maybe a quick peek at her notes. Then I don't need to bother her. No, she's obviously probably drawing, right? Is she an artsy type? Yep. God, that is really good art. I glance closer and see she is looking at us right now. It's gonna scroll up. The image is gonna scroll up and she's looking at us, looking at her. She wrote nothing down. Even though she came in late, she hasn't written down the notes on the board. Her notebook is covered in detailed doodles, and that extends from one page to another. Huh. They're actually pretty good. Like, jaw-droppingly good. The one in the middle especially looks like some demon. The shading is uncannily realistic, despite only being done in pencil. Although, looking at it more closely, is that... It's Mr. Hawthorne, but as some weird Japanese demon thing. Oh god. A big club on his back and an expression of anger like those on old Japanese samurai ink drawings. Guess she didn't... Okay, she didn't catch our attention. Or we didn't catch her attention, alright. Guess she didn't take the dressing down he gave her what... Oh god. Guess she didn't take the dressing down he gave her well. Can't blame her for that. Had it been me in her place, well, I don't quite know what I would do. Probably drop dead from shame, to be honest. The drawing looks pretty cool, though. Glancing up at the Bronto to make sure she hasn't noticed me staring, she looks sad. Does she not like her own drawing? But it looks so good! Is she one of those artists who hates their own drawing? Because, like, I get that feeling sometimes. Maybe I should compliment it? But that would come off... But would that come off as creepy? Like I'm spying on her? I guess I could ask her if she's doing alright. Then it's more like I'm concerned about her. But I am also just some random stranger, so would I be overstepping? Stop overthinking and compliment her drawing. Oh yeah, nothing is more creepy than someone showing some kindness. Ask her if she's alright. As if I have the balls to keep quiet. Let's just try to do casual conversation with her, maybe? I don't want to, like, make it seem like I'm overstepping a bit. I'm gonna go in the middle. Hey, you okay? She turns her head towards me, but with her face nearly completely covered in hair, it's hard to get a read on her. I saw what happened earlier. That was kind of rough. No response. Not even a nod or shake of her head. Just more silence and awkwardness. Maybe I should have complimented the drawing. She's given me nothing to work with. I try to focus on her expression under all the hair, but here's where I compliment the drawing. But all I see is the very tip of her nose and mouth. Her mouth. You were looking down, and I figured I'd make sure you were okay. Her lips go through a whole... I'm sorry, I'm just trying to look at all of her emotions. A whole series of different emotions in rapid sequence before settling on a weak smile. Maybe she's just really shy? Maybe. I can sympathize with that. Okay. I see her mouth move, but I don't hear anything. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. God, that feeling is the worst. Again, her mouth moves, but nothing comes out of it. I had guessed earlier that I couldn't hear her response to Mr. Hawthorne because of the distance between us, but now I'm not so sure. I think I could hear a faint whisper, but even with how quiet it is in the class now, now that most of the students have stormed out, it's impossible to be sure. Maybe she was just insanely shy. I'm really sorry, I can't hear you. Could you speak a little louder? Her mouth and neck droop at my comment. She buries herself deeper into her hoodie, quickly closing her notebook. Did I say something wrong? Does she have an issue with her voice, or is it just like a confidence thing? I feel bad about my insistent tone. I shouldn't have done that. I made her uncomfortable, and now I'm feeling just as uncomfortable and terrible too. I'm about to apologize, but she turns away from me. Shit, we should have complimented her drawing. Great! Perfect job, Dev! You barely said anything to her, and she already hates you. I knew I should have just kept my big mouth shut. I scratched my bald head harshly, my fingernails surely leaving red marks along my scalp. I give a brief consideration to the time, but I still have 3 hours before my next class. Just as I'm about to think myself into a self-deprecating spiral, though, I feel a finger poke at my shoulder. Did she write down? It's the Bronto girl again. She's sliding a piece of paper over to me. Ah, that's smart. It's a picture of her, her long neck now comically longer and twisting around so it spells thank you in cursive. At the end of her head, her eyes looking in different directions, with her tongue sticking out and tied into a knot. I'm deaf, by the way. She does the same thing. Her notebook and closes her. Oh, she nods and closes her notebook and pushes it towards me. On the top is the name Emily. Nice to meet you, Emily. She gives a small smile and nods again. Suddenly, I'm acutely aware of her gaze as it drips up to my forehead. So this is gonna plague me all day, huh? Yeah. Freaking Theo. She writes in the margins of her notebook. Well, I'm just gonna read it out until she uses her real voice. I'm probably gonna give her the shy girl voice when she actually talks. Why is there a number 1 on your forehead? It's a freshman thing. No, it isn't. I facepalm to hide my growing shame before the sound of wispy chortles draws my attention back to Emily. It's okay. It doesn't look too weird. Somehow I doubt that, but thanks. Now that we're actually on a first-name basis, I realize I could still use any help I can get. I take a deep breath in preparation. Maybe she took some notes? Better than the nothing I currently have. Hey, I know it's a long shot since you came in late, but you wouldn't happen to take notes on what the professor went over, would you? I kinda zoned out for some of the class. Most of it, honestly. She mutely snickers at that before digging into her book bag. After a moment, she pulls out a weathered notebook and flips deftly through it to reveal the very notes I need. Huh, I guess she did take notes after all. Or she's repeating the class. Great job, Dev. Even the girl that came in late is more prepared and focused than you. I take out my phone and snap the photo of the notes. Work smarter, not harder and all that. Thanks, I appreciate it. I still have quite a while until my next class. Might as well use the time. So, you majoring in art? She tilts her head. I was just assuming based on all those drawings and doodles. They're really good. She looks down at her notebook again. Her face briefly shows a bit of sadness before she turns back to me and shakes her head. Oh, so it's like a hobby thing. Did her parents make her choose a different major? That happened with me as well. I was trying to go for like game programming or game design for like a bachelor's, before at another school. But my parents like, told me to just go for computer science generally speaking. Yet again, she digs around, and they told me I could, if I get the bachelor's, I could go for a master's in game development if I wanted to, or game design if I wanted to. Yet again, she digs around her bag and pulls out a sheet I recognize as a college schedule. She points to several entries: animal science, agriculture, business, horticulture. I need to Google that last one real quick. What is this last one? Horticulture. Oh, science of cultivating plants of food and beauty and fruits and all that. Yeah, okay. I see. That's what it is. Huh. So, do you work at a farm then? You're a farmer? Yeah, I make that connection. She nods her head enthusiastically. Aw, that's cool. I worked on a farm before too, Nothing all that fancy, just a summer job. Was hoping I'd get to drive one of those big tractors, but all I ended up doing was cleaning up messes and getting half my pant leg eaten by a pig. She lets out a mouthy laugh, and I frown in mock annoyance. Hey, those things are terrifying! I can't help but notice something off about her laugh. It sounded odd, more like she was choking than chuckling. Okay, so she does have an issue with her voice, perhaps. With her throat, maybe. She could also be possibly... Yeesh. She must have a cold or something. No, that's just how her voice normally sounds. Well, at least that would explain her lack of speech. My stomach growls loudly, pulling me out of my train of thought. I cringe at the inopportune noise. Emily glances at me, her lips twitching in what I could swear was amusement. Man, we're in. So I guess this is girl number 2, right? Sorry about that. I kinda I skipped breakfast this morning. Probably should go grab something to eat before my next class. I stand up and start grabbing my things, and a moment later, Emily does the same. It's only now I notice that we're the only ones left in the room, other than the professor. Just as we're about to both leave, Mr. Hawthorne's voice calls out,
Miss Bennett, Could you stay behind for a moment? I'd like to discuss something with you.
Emily freezes, her shoulders sagging slightly. She looks over at me, and I could see the embarrassment in her set in her mouth. I give her a sympathetic smile. Well, see you around? She nods again, her head bobbing up and down slowly. I hesitate for a moment before turning on my heel and heading towards the door. We really should have, like, exchanged numbers or something. Lunch is another part of college I hadn't accounted for. Back in high school, we followed a strict schedule. I could always rely on being able to eat at the same time every day. Yeah, you gotta choose when you eat lunch. For me, breakfast only lasts from like 7 to like 9, I think. Yeah, 9. Then lunch is 10, is like 11 to 2. And then dinner is 5 to like... I forgot how late it goes. I think it was 8. I never ate later than 5, so I don't know. I can always rely on being able to... Okay, I could just skip that. Now, though, my jumbled schedule is set in such a way that I have to find time whenever I can eat. Yeah, that seems about right. This place certainly isn't holding my hand when it comes to fending for myself outside of class. Some nearby restaurants offer students like me discounts on some of the menu items, but I'm as new to college as I am to the area. Yeah, true. I'll have to ask around for opinions on whose pizza lasts the longest in the fridge, or which place's tacos won't make me sick. Yeah? Seems about right. Better for me to focus on the long-term issues, right? I pull out my phone as I get in the lunch line. Of course, a College of Computing has an app to track classes, grades, important notifications coming directly from the administration, and some forums for official clubs and events. It's also a great place to set a calendar with test dates, but I figured that those change so much that they won't bother to update it. Too bad. I bet a lot of students would find that helpful, myself included. Huh. Looks like I have a request from the counselor to have a meeting today. I could probably just make it before my next class. I hope it isn't anything serious. It brings to mind how Elliot said something about the general studies course being my doing. Oh god. Right. Because they're trying to accommodate to me, maybe. Then a quick browse to my college account tells me that the funds made it to my virtual wallet sooner than I expected, which means that I'm able to buy a warm meal without relying on handouts anymore. Oh, hi, Rebecca. I'm second in line to fill my tray with the day special, scanning the packed cafeteria when I notice Rebecca sitting alone again. She's the only familiar face in the sea of dinosaurs. Okay, my food just got here. I'm gonna be right back. Well, I say my food just got here. My drink just got here. Be right back soon. I'm gonna go on break. Gonna go use the restroom. Go ahead and stretch. Go use the restroom yourselves. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. All I got is like my drink, some pork, and like a salad. I'm probably gonna keep streaming until we meet the third girl, in all honesty. Just gonna do that. Let's just continue. I'm second in line to fill my tray with the day's special. Scanning the packed cafeteria when I notice Rebecca sitting alone again. She's the only familiar face in this sea of dinosaurs. Once I've paid for my food, my feet start moving towards her. Oh god. How is this interaction gonna go? Wait, do I really want to do this? She wasn't exactly friendly yesterday. Well, that's probably her version of friendly. I take a step back, nearly bumping into someone behind me. Sorry. Rebecca hasn't noticed me yet. She's hunched over, typing furiously on her laptop. At the same time, she's idly sipping soda through a straw and eating strips of bacon with chopsticks? Oh man, she's a weeb too. Interesting choice. Alright. Do you want to try this out with the girl who only wanted me to get lost yesterday? Maybe we should just eat outside. It's a sunny day and the trees have benches under them. The surrounding foliage gives the whole scenery a zen feel. But the exit takes me right past her table anyways. Come on, Dev, it's just lunch. It's not like she's gonna bite your head off. But then again, she's a raptor. Do raptors bite heads off? Is even thinking that racist? Note to self, Google that later. God, we at least think that internally. She just straight up said it aloud before. My guy, I think we're good. I take a deep breath and start walking towards her table. Either way, I need to make a decision quickly, alright? Okay, sit with her? Well, time to get to know Rebecca more. Rebecca! Hold on, give me a minute. I take a deep breath and approach Rebecca's table. My palms are sweating profusely, arms are heavy, knees weak, and my heart's trying to escape my chest. Here goes nothing. I plop down across from her without a word and offer her a smile. Smooth AF. Rebecca's head snaps up, her eyes narrowing. Excuse me? Hey. She glares at me, her claws still typing away on her laptop. Is it no? Oh my god, she really is. She really is. Just so casual with it. Is it a normal skinny custom to just sit at someone's table without asking? Whoa, okay. Fair, but still. Skinny? No, I just thought. My brain desperately searches for words, but it's coming up empty. I feel my face burning. This was a mistake. A huge embarrassing mistake. I stand up so fast I nearly spill my entire tray. Sorry, I'll just go. Sorry for bothering you. As I turn to leave, Rebecca sighs loudly. Oh man, we're still in. She's just tsundere. A really racist tsundere. My favorite type. Oh, for fuck's sake, sit down. I freeze, caught between fleeing and staying. What? Sit down. I still don't move. Great, now you're making me look like an asshole. Just sit already. Okay, what's your damage? What is your damage, lady? I slowly lower myself back into the chair, feeling like I'm navigating a minefield. Yeah, this is how it fucking feels. Thanks. Don't thank me. God, just stop making this so damn awkward. She's the one making such a big deal about this. I simply nod, staring back down at my food. Another social situation effortlessly navigated, Dev. So, what's with that stuff on your forehead? I gestured the rough number one scribble on this morning. Yeah. Your brother's idea. He texted me that I should do this, and I just did it, I guess. Rebecca's eyes become thin lines of curiosity and doubt, her squinting making it difficult to read what she must be thinking. Surely she sees me as the fool I am. Yeah. I stare down at my food. Maybe I could bury my face in this plate and hide from the whole world. You really are gullible, huh? If all your friends jumped off... I know what you're gonna say, and no, I would not. Rebecca gives me a toothy grin. A sharp toothy grin. You would jump off that bridge so hard. Probably do a backflip too. Hey, at least if I make it look cool, right? First of all, nope. Oh shit, who just followed me? Hold on. Oh, hey, Veronica Baez. Yeah, this is my first time playing it. I'm probably gonna play up until we meet all three girls. Because I'm playing the demo and I want to wait for the full game to come out before I play it in full. By the way, which games do you play? Right now, this weekend, I'm gonna be playing Metal Gear Rising Revengeance's DLC with, Blade Wolf, finally getting back to that. This Sunday, I'm gonna be playing, 100 Line Last Defense Academy, and then by next week, I'm probably gonna be playing some Danganronpa fan games, Wild Assault, and, 100 Line. That's basically my main things right now. And eventually in August, I'm probably going to go back to reactions, because I'm probably going to be reacting to Tetro Danganronpa Blue. First of all, nope. Second, if I did, it would be the sickest backflip. Yeah, he actually said it. Dream on, dude. With a roll of her eyes, she continues picking away at her bacon with the grace and speed of someone accustomed to handling chopsticks. It's a curious sight. So, why are you eating like that? She raises one eyebrow at me. You play Left 4 Dead 2, Rust, GTA 5, Minecraft, Call of Duty, Dead by Daylight, and Counter-Strike. God, like all the popular games, huh? Well, I say popular games. Minecraft, Call of Duty, Dead by Daylight, Counter-Strike, GTA 5, yeah, fair enough. I haven't played Rust in a while, and I haven't played Left 4 Dead 2 in forever. Played Minecraft in childhood, but I lost access to that old account. Played Call of Duty a lot. Used to play it a lot. Haven't played it recently. Never played Dead by Daylight. And, played a bit of Counter-Strike, but I never got back into it. Are there any unlockable or secrets in the game? In this one, I do not think so right now. I don't think so right now. This is a demo right now, so... I don't think so. But once again, thanks for the follow, Veronica. She raises one eyebrow at me. You know, with the chopsticks? It keeps my hands clean. Can't risk getting grease on my laptop. A fork can do the same thing, though. A fork and spoon could probably do the same thing, though. Hold on, I'm also eating dinner while I'm doing this. I had my aunt's, Letterman's jacket on earlier, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so much, Veronica. Thank you so much for that. Oh, right. That makes sense, I guess. But why not use a fork? Yeah, me and Deb, man. She looks at the chopsticks in her hands for a moment and shrugs. I just like them. Okay, fair enough. We continue to eat our food in awkward quiet. Just say fair enough. My stream is doing fine now. At the start, we were a little rocky. We were a little rocky because, like, it was glitching out a bit. I say glitching out a bit. Was having some issues with Wi-Fi and connecting the Streamlabs, but now everything's fine. The silence is killing me, so I try for another approach. That laptop looks pretty sturdy. Was it expensive? Rebecca's eyes light up. Clearly this is a topic she's interested in. Wow. Are you a new streamer, by the way? Not really. I mean, I kind of took streaming a bit more seriously recently. But I am technically a new streamer. Yeah, I'm a bit new. I have been streaming more so on YouTube for years, but like for Twitch, I only started like multi-streaming with Restream recently. Like I'd say this past year, not like full year, like past couple months at the least with multi-streaming again. multi-streaming again, with streaming on Twitch again. Rebecca's... Okay, I already read that. Expensive? This isn't just any laptop, it's a top-of-the-line gaming rig. It's a freaking monster more than anything. You watch your stream and you have plenty of cool ideas for your stream. Oh, I see. You do. Alright, cool. Well, I have a Discord. You'll probably see me on that. Cool. This baby can run any game at max settings. It's got 7090 Ti, 64 gigs of RAM, and a 4K OLED display. God, that is high. That is high display count. Sure, go ahead, Veronica. It's well beyond cool. Cost me a fortune. Yeah. I nod, pretending I understand half of what she's saying. That's impressive. That's impressive? Rebecca scoffs. Of course it is. I thought you played games too. Console games, and even then, only ones I could find used at gameplays. My family never really had the cash for anything too fancy. That sucks. A little bit of empathy there. Sure, just go to my Discord. Just go to my, general Discord. Okay, I'll take a screenshot of that. On my channel page, I do have a general Discord for, like, you know, the channel, and also to connect both my Twitch and YouTube. So, like, you could go ahead there, and then I'll find you on there, and then I'll message you on there as well. You could just join that real quick, and then I'll also have that in my database, and I'll talk to you, like, later, maybe after stream, as well. Because, like, doing it during stream would be a little tough. That sucks. Bravo, Dev. Way to throw such a downer into the conversation. I shrug in an effort to ease the tension. It is what it is. It is what it is. God. Hold on. Sorry, that was really messy. I'm so sorry you had to see that. I haven't eaten that much today, actually. I hadn't eaten that much today, and I also had, like, a workout, so... I am dying a little bit here. After your stream, please add me on Discord. You'll be waiting... Why is there a heart? Asks ChatGPT. Also, why is it not showing up on the normal chat? Why is it only connected to YouTube? I'm so confused. I gotta reconnect. I probably gotta fix up Restream real quick. Hold on. Not Restream, but, like, I mean the Streamlabs after stream. I'm gonna see if I can get it reconnected. It was working fine before, but, like, I don't think I want to mess with it now. We lapse into another awkward silence. I take a bite of my food, desperately thinking of something to say. She goes back to typing. Her fingers fly across the keyboard, piquing my interest. You know what? Today I'm letting my curiosity win twice in a row. So, what are you writing there? Rebecca's fingers freeze over her keyboard. She looks up at me, her eyes narrowing again. Why do you care? I shrug, pushing my food around on my plate. Just curious, I guess? Then prepare to stay curious. It's nothing important. Come on, it must be something cool. Both times I've seen you here, you were pretty focused on it. She shifts uncomfortably in her seat. It's just stuff. Stupid stuff. Hey, if it matters to you, it's not stupid. Rebecca scoffs. You don't even know what it is. True, but I know it matters to you. That's enough, isn't it? That's a sweet little line there. Oh, you've been copy-pasting that. Alright, I see. Okay. Why did you paste that? Why are you copy-pasting that? Okay. Stream. Okay, I'll add you on Discord. Alright. I don't know why the Twitch chat is not appearing on the stream itself, but it is appearing on my restream. I don't know why. I'm gonna try to fix that after stream. I don't know why it's not connected all of a sudden. I'm gonna try to fix that after stream. She stares at me for a moment and shakes her head. It's just writing stories and stuff. Like I said, it's nothing special. Yeah, it's probably like fan fiction, right? It sounds pretty neat to me. What kind of stories? Rebecca looks away, her claws tapping nervously on the table. Oh, I got pasted by mistake. You accidentally pressed Control V. Oh, okay, I see. Thank you for the clarification, Veronica. And also, sorry that you're not showing up on the stream chat for some reason. I don't know why. I think my Streamlabs has been glitching out all streams, so like, I'm gonna try to fix that off stream. I don't want to have to reset the stream again. Rebecca looks away, her claws tapping nervously on the table. Just fan fiction mostly. She shakes her head. Never mind, I told you, it was stupid. No way, that's awesome. I wish I could write stuff like that. Never had much talent for it, though. She looks back at me, surprised. Really? Are you screwing with me? God, she's not used to someone being genuinely interested. I shake my head, brushing aside a twinge of envy. God, what happened to you, Rebecca, to make you like this? She must have been made fun of or something. Not at all. I mean, you have something you're passionate about. That's more than I could claim. That's really cool. Honest. Rebecca tilts her head, studying me with an inscrutable gaze. You don't have anything you're passionate about? I've got a hard time believing that. Everyone's interested in something. He has no personality whatsoever. I can't help but shrink in my chair, suddenly feeling exposed. Not really. I've tried a bunch of different things, but never found anything that actually clicked, you know? She nods slowly, her expression softening a bit. Alright, if you can ask me on Discord now, please do it, because you might be gone later. I'll add you on Discord after stream. I already took a screenshot. I don't want to pause the stream to add someone on Discord. Sorry, Veronica, but if you do leave later, don't worry. I got the screenshot of your username, so I should be fine. She nods slowly, her expression softening a bit. Yeah, I guess. So, would you be willing to show it to me? Your writing, I mean. Who knows? Maybe seeing your work might spark a deep passion for writing in me. Ugh, fine. If you really want to read it, I guess I could show you. Really? That's awesome! Well, that seems like she's trusting us more. She rolls her eyes, but I catch a hint of a smile. Don't get too excited. You'll probably think it's terrible. I doubt that, but even if it is, who cares? You're doing something you love. That's what matters, right? Yeah, I guess you're right. Look, consider this a vote of confidence, okay? Close your eyes. What? Just do it, Dev. I do. Alright, cool. Is she gonna read it out to us then? Sorry, give me a minute here. I do. I heard take a deep breath before she speaks, her words rolling out like the opening lines of a long-forgotten epic. Is she actually going to voice it, or can I... Okay, great. The great castle... Oh, the great hall of Castle Effenhel stretches out before you. A long red carpet runs the length of the room, its plush fibers thick and warm beneath your feet. A massive open balcony spans the back of the hall, casting golden sunlight over everything. I picture it immediately. The red carpet feels rich and inviting. The warmth around me the warmth surrounds me as I stand there, taking it all in. I'm usually better at reading than this, I'm sorry. Silk curtains flow from the high ceilings, billowing softly as if stirred by an unseen breeze. They shimmer with every flicker of light. Around you gather beings of all shapes and sizes, some tall, some and regal, others small and nimble. Alright. She paints a really good picture, though. This is pretty good prose. My eyes dart around this imagined space filled with countless races, each one unique. I feel as though I've entered the presence of something grand and profound. At the far end of the hall stands a massive throne, occupied by an enormous red dragon, scales glistening like jewels under the golden light. Much of its body is cast in shadow from the bright light at its back, only its peering eye visible. A chill runs down my spine at the description. Confronting such a beast almost defies imagination, but with Rebecca's words, it's as if I'm standing there at its mercy. I kind of like how they also present, like, her kind of like, giving us the prose, like, kind of giving us, like, what's happening in the setting, and then, like, it all just starts flowing in, like, kind of painting the picture. A smaller dragon walks forward on shaky legs. It bows low before the towering figure. The air is thick with anticipation, and silence blankets the room. The subservient drake speaks in a shaky voice while lowering its head even further. Her words draw me in deeper. As it speaks, a deep rumble resonates in response from the massive beast on its throne, a sound that shakes the very bones of every being present. I can almost feel that rumble vibrating through my chest. The smaller dragon lifts its head slowly, daring to meet those fierce eyes filled with wisdom and power. Rebecca's tone captures me completely. I'm hanging on every word, and for a moment, time seems to stop. Oh, well, great. The teacher just got here. Miss Chase, I'm here to talk to you about some matters brought to my attention. Oh, God, it's her. Oh, it's just braces? I guess it's another student, maybe? Huh? Suddenly the magic is gone, and I'm yanked back to the CC cafeteria. Oh my god, CCC cafeteria! A large saurian stands in front of us, hands on her hips and her foot tapping in concertation. Concertination? There we go, yeah. Give me a minute. I said I need to talk to Miss Chase about some things. Should I give her a lisp? I'm giving her a lisp because braces. Oh, hey, aren't you in the same... My name is Chandra Shamply, assistant to the student union head, and I am here to inform you of several complaints made against you. God, it's day fucking one! We're on day one of school! We're not even through the first day of school! What did you do? Rebecca, what the fuck did you do? We're on the first day of university. What did you do? What? You were disrupting most of Miss Harper's class. Not only did you play music through your speakers, I had it at low volume. Just have have your headphones in, or like fucking suddenly have an AirPod in. Not only did you play music through your speakers, but several other students claimed you used some choice words during a disagreement with them. Yeah, I mean, she's clearly very standoffish. Little racist. You mean the two meteor dodgers I called cunts? Kinda deserved it since they were acting like, well, cunts. God. A sneer crawls across the larger girl's face. God. Right. Well, I'm fine with keeping this out of the ear of the counselor, or worse, the head of the student union, so long as you apologize to your students and at least use headphones. Yeah, at least use headphones. You could just fucking use your AirPods. And since the student union head has the ear of the dean, I assume we can both agree it would be best if he didn't hear about this. Are you threatening me? Oh boy. Well, go right ahead, bitch. Tell him. This guy is like best friends with my brother. And as if I would care about some college counselor has to say. What? Oh, sorry. What some college counselor has to say. I am not apologizing to those cunts. God, the way she just looks down at her. The large girl walks away with a huff. Wasn't that a bit much? I know her type. Goody two shoes that thinks they can make everything perfect by getting on people's cases. Right. And the two girls, the one you called, cunts, meteor dodgers? Yeah, them. What did they do? They wouldn't shut up. All classes just talked and talked and talked. Part of the reason I turned my music on. And if I couldn't concentrate, then neither would they. That's very much fighting fire with fire, but like, God. And neither would the rest of the class. Look, Skinny, don't think just because we shared one moment that gives you the right to lecture me. We had a moment? I don't know why she keeps calling me that or what it means, but I find she doesn't even know. He doesn't even know she's being racist to him. Oh, Dev. Oh, honey. Oh, sweetheart. How are you fucking more out of the know than fucking Inko? How is that even possible? I didn't even think anyone could top Inko in denseness. Or what it means, but I find myself getting annoyed with how much she's pushing back on this. I'm not trying to lecture you. It just seems like a bad idea to lash out because two girls were being rude. Her jaw tightens as she shifts in her seat. I don't lash out. I mean, I've been trying to be nice to you, but you keep snapping at me too, insulting me. Rebecca's expression quickly shifts between a myriad of emotions: annoyance, frustration, sadness. I didn't mean anything by it. I was just joking around. Joking or not, it feels like you're just waiting for an excuse to insult me. She's looking down at her bacon bites, sharply jabbing at them as if they've personally offended her as well. Look, it's not personal. I joke with everyone. Just a little bit of a memer. Well, it doesn't feel like a joke to me. I know, being standoffish and being sarcastic, there's being standoffish and being sarcastic, like what Elliot does. You're standoffish, but you're also very fucking, like, standoffish to the point to where it's, like, kind of toxic and also racist, so... Rebecca huffs and glances back at her screen, avoiding eye contact. You're way too sensitive then. And yet you still have a sad look on your face. I feel my irritation bubbling up. It's hard enough trying to fit in without being treated like some punchline. I'm just trying to get along here. You don't have to make it harder. She opens her mouth like she wants to respond, but then just shuts it again. Whatever, I guess I'll leave you alone then. I really did like your story, by the way. I wish I could have heard more. I push back my chair and stand up, tray in hand. Her silence hangs heavy between us as I turn away. As I walk towards the exit, I hear her voice behind me. Dev. But I don't turn around. The cafeteria buzzes with life around me, while I leave Rebecca there in silence. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Rebecca. For a moment, I feel bad for leaving things this way. God. Who hurt you, Rebecca? I want to think that, I always think the best of people. Clearly, there's a level of empathy and sympathy there, as we've seen in our, like, conflicted emotions. But at the same time, I'm like, she has to shape up a bit, you know? For a moment, I feel bad for leaving things this way, but it has to be this way. I just don't feel like dealing with her right now. In the middle of my walk to the counselor's office, I realized that I've never bothered to ask anyone for directions. God, we don't even know where the fuck we're going. I should have asked Rebecca, but going back after the way I left, I can't imagine that would work out very well. Plus, I have another class in less than half an hour, so I can't backtrack now. Looks like I'm gonna have to ask a random student for directions. That alone makes me want to retch. He seems very, like, either, I don't want to say antisocial necessarily. There's hints of that, but he seems more introverted, if anything. I eventually stopped oh god, Pterosaurus walking towards me. Scrolling through their phone, I blurt out my question as fast as I can, and they give me a weird look for bothering them out of nowhere. Hi, do you know where the counselor's office is? The weird look doesn't disappear from their face, causing me to squirm. After an awkward stare, they eventually give me directions. It turns out I'm closer than I thought I was, and I also get a snarky comment about the fact that school app has a detailed map. Really? I open oh god, I open it to double check, and yep, it's there. Feeling horrible, I apologize for wasting their time. No problem, dude. They start walking away before throwing one more weird look at me over their shoulder. By the way, you should chill out, man. It's just college. I'm just gonna use my normal voice for like NPC characters. I say NPC characters, like big NPC background characters. Like if they don't have a design, they do have silhouettes though. Leaving me with that odd nugget of wisdom, they turn and briskly walk in the other direction. Right. Just college. Somehow doubt that will radically change my approach going forward. Before I'm able to put too much thought into that little bit of wisdom, I hear of the familiar ping on my phone. Of my phone. Huh. I don't recognize this number. Oh, she got my number, probably from her brother, right? Sup, skinny? Who is this? It's obviously Rebecca. Rebecca! Theo gave me your number. Okay. And the picture you sent? Just a little goof my roommate made me. Oh my god, is your fucking roommate the artist girl? Is your roommate fucking Emily? I've been sending these to like everyone. I don't get her at all. First she acts like she hates me, then she's nice to me. She's a tsundere. Then she hates me again. Now she's being nice again. Tsundere. Nada dere. Tsundere. Hot and cold. Every time I interact with her, I feel like I understand her less and less. Unless... Did I fuck up? Thinking back, I did kind of lecture her, even if I didn't intend to. Don't apologize. Thumbs up. Yeah, just send thumbs up. I guess. That's better than fucking... There, that will show I liked her image. Maybe now things will go more smoothly. I don't think that will work out as you think it would, buddy. Good attempt, though. There, yeah, this is maybe nothing. I don't think so. We left her with a thumbs up, not even a goodbye or cool or something. It's just okay and the fucking thumbs up. Nice, my guy. I continue until I reach the counselor's office. I raise my hand to knock before noticing a sign that says "Come in" with a little smiley face. I push the door open and slide inside. Hold on, give me a minute here. The counselor's office is a cozy room. Comfy cushions, motivational posters, and stacks of paper decorate what would be otherwise a rather cramped space. However, the homely vibe ends at the... God fucking... Well, time to learn how to fucking... What the fuck? Is this a reference to something that I'm not getting? Like Solid Snake Eye Patch. Is this a reference I'm not getting? Leopleurodon. Lerodon? Is it a silent P? Leopleurodon, leaning back in her chair behind the desk, eyes tightly shut in an expression of frustration, and a can of soda held to her temple. Without even opening her eyes, she gestures to a pair of chairs on the other side of the desk. She looks like a smoker. I think I gotta give her the gravel because of that. How do I give her a gravel without making her sound like Rebecca? You Dev. Oh, you know my name. Hi. She sits forward, her messy hair bouncing around her face as we both get a good look at each other. To say she doesn't look like the college counselor type would be an understatement. Her rather casual, messy clothes, stern, intimidating look on her face, and most conspicuously, the numerous scars patchworking her scales tell a different story altogether. Then there's the eye pouch covering her left eye. Technically, it's right eye. I know they flipped the sprites. Not to mention, as I move closer, I can't help but notice the smell that sadly reminds me of a part of home I wish to forget. Yeah, it's smoking. Or is it alcohol? A frown reflexively appears on my face as she shuffles around the papers on her desk. You are the only human around this semester. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't know who you were. My ears start burning with the familiar answer. I wish it wasn't that simple, but it is. Until the novelty wears off, I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb among my peers. It'll wear off eventually. Mind if I smoke? Huh? No, it's your office. I cringe. Along with the motivational posters, there's a no smoking sign literally right behind her. The irony seems lost on the counselor, who fishes around her desk before withdrawing a large cigar. Okay, this counselor's pretty fucking base, not gonna lie. She lights it up and blows a perfect circle of smoke towards the roof, where I notice a clearly disabled fire alarm. This place is gonna fucking burn down. She follows my gaze and gives me a toothy grin. Don't worry about it too much. Most of the campus is new, but this building's got so much asbestos in the walls you couldn't burn it down if you soaked it in gasoline first. Seeing my worried gaze flick to the walls, she coughs, bringing my attention back to the conversation. My name's Samantha Parker, but you could call me Sam since we're all adult here. Counselor Sam seems to notice the glaring numeral on my face as she reaches for one of her cabinets. I was doing a double take, making sure I read numeral right, and I'm like, oh right, we fucking did that. I forgot. So much shit just happened that I forgot. Intrigue plagues across her face before deciding on ignorance for the sake of keeping the conversation going. It's nice to meet you. Would you like some tea? No thanks. Not much of a tea fan. I also don't see a kettle of any kind. Good, me neither. I think I got some soda cans in the drawer somewhere. Here, have one. She rummages around and pushes a room temperature can of soda into my hands, and much more force than I expected. Thrown for a loop, I can't do anything more than give her a blank stare. Sorry, use the cold ones to take care of my hangover this morning. This is our fucking counselor. Hangover this morning. That's why I didn't message you sooner. I crack open the soda can. The fizz hisses and fills the silence. Sam sits across from me, taking slow drags from a cigar smoke. Curling toward the ceiling, the air feels thick with it, and I glance around, unsure of what to do with my hands. It's getting awkward. She called me here for a reason, right? As it stands, we're both just sitting in silence as she nurses a cigar and I sip the soda hospitably forced onto me. So... I get the ball rolling, hoping Sam will illuminate the meaning of our meeting. Instead, she takes another long drag and holds it in. Just as I go to open my mouth again, Sam finally breaks the silence.
So, how's it going so far? Adjusting to college life?
I blink. Despite being a perfectly reasonable icebreaker, I find myself scrambling for a way to put the last 2 days into words. It's okay, I guess. A bit overwhelming.
Yeah, that's common. Lots of new faces, new freedom, and new responsibilities. What do you think about the campus?
It's big and different. I mean, I'm used to a place where everyone's human. This is a whole other world compared to home. She nods, leaning back in her chair. Smoke swirls around her head like a lazy cloud.
That can be tough. Have you met anyone yet? Friends?
I take a moment to recall the colorful characters I've met in my short time here. I think so. I met this guy, Theo. He's been nice, and his sister Rebecca too. But, I don't know if they're actually my friends yet.
Making friends takes time. You've got to find your tribe, right? Tell me a bit more about these Theo and Rebecca characters.
They're fine, I guess. Theo seems very enthusiastic about basically everything. Certainly a lot different from my high school friends back home. We barely know each other, and he's already invited me to work on some big project. She raised an eyebrow, intrigued.
What kind of project?
He wants to make a video game.
Do you like video games?
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Then why not? Maybe it'll help you figure out what you want to do for your future.
What did?
Kid, you joined a tech college with no major. You didn't even sign up for any electives. You just fucking winged it, my guy. We had to fucking make shit up for you. For you, my guy. We had to make shit up.
Fucking, you got no fucking direction. What?
It doesn't take a mind reader to figure out you're a bit lost. Take it from me. These things take time. Play it by ear, I say. The last thing you want to do is overcommit and end up hating what you choose to do for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's fair. I swallow down the nerves, unsure if one situation is better than the other. I just want to get through my first semester without completely embarrassing myself at this point. I sit back, sipping on my soda, waiting for our next question. Does anyone know how long this game will go on for? Because usually for like Snoot Game, like I mean when the full game comes out, do we have like an estimate? Because for Snoot Game, for Hold On to Me, eventually when that comes out, and for I Wani Hug That Gator, it usually goes through senior year, and then we flash forward, see like where the characters are afterwards and all that. For the endings, I'm curious to see how this game handles it. Because we're technically a freshman in college. Before we were seniors in high school, now we're freshmen in college. I'm very curious to see, are we going to see all the semesters, or is it just going to be this one semester and then we flash forward throughout our college career, and then to our future after college? Very, very curious. I sit back, sipping on my soda, waiting for our next question. I jump as the alarm on my phone goes off. Looking at it, I'm reminded about my next class coming up soon. A class which happens to be on the opposite side of campus. Great. I'll have to book it if I want to make it in time. I get up to leave.
Before you go, I wanted to ask you about your home life.
Probably not good. Why exactly?
In both of my questions, you mentioned something about home. Your old town, your old school. Just wanted to know if you're homesick.
She shrugs.
It's a normal feeling for freshmen like you.
I don't feel homesick.
Have you talked with your parents today?
Hasn't even talked to his parents yesterday. No, I haven't talked with them since I left home.
Really? Any reason why? Family issues?
I really need to go, and I really don't want to have this conversation. God, what is our home life like? I've been pretty busy the last 2 days. Getting settled in classes and stuff.
Sure. Give them a call, kid. I'm sure they miss you as much as you miss them.
Sure. Maybe. My thumbs circle each other. Her innocent suggestion burns in my mind as I go to leave, but I have neither the time nor the mindset to meditate on it right now. The smell of smoke and alcohol radiating off her reminds me of the worst parts of home. God. Lessening my desire to spill my life story, even if I had the time. Is that all, Counselor Sam? I should really get going to my next class. She nods tiredly and dismisses me with a slow wave of her hand.
Yeah, you're good to go, kid. And don't be a stranger. I know my appearance might make it seem otherwise, but my door is always open.
I nod and leave her office. Turning back, I see her return her papers and the old computer by her side. And for the second time on my first day, I'm running late. God. Any reasonable person would realize there's no hope and just saunter into class. But upon recalling how Mr. Hawthorne had welcomed Emily, I don't want to test how well I'd hold up to such a dressing down, especially with the fucking number 1 we painted on her head. I run as fast as I can, skipping steps and trekking through stretches of grass, blowing right by several signs that clearly instruct me to keep off the grass. I'm gasping for air by the time I find myself standing before the door to the music room. My hand hovers over the knob, and I'm about to turn it before my ears perk up at the gentle melody of a violin just inside. Damn it! Class must already be in session. Is it? My arm moves on its own to pull the door open, revealing rows of chairs set in a semicircle, centered around a podium and a whiteboard. Is this the third girl? A gray Triceratops girl stands alone behind the podium. She lovingly holds a violin, one hand letting the bow travel gracefully across the strings. Her eyes are closed, and a small smile dances across her lips. Her body slowly sways to the rhythm of her melody. I become conscious of my gaping expression. My finger taps along out of sync, and as I try and fail to follow along with the tempo out of impulse. I have no idea what song she's playing, but it's beautiful. Oh my god! Okay, that one's this is definitely a School of Rock reference, right? I walk to the closest empty seat. As the girl reaches the finishing notes, an older man stands and walks to her. He begins to applaud. Everyone else joins in, me included. God, do I do the... Oh, my God. Flint and Steel. Alright, I gotta do it. Flint and Steel. I'm sorry. Awesome, Abigail. Completely awesome. That was freaking perfect. Oh, fuck. It is. It is. School of Rock. Fuck yes. Alright. Thank you, Mr. Okay, what voice do I give you? I feel like somewhat sultry, but with lisp. Thank you, Miss Jomblinsky, for letting me do a demonstration. Her accent is strange. She rolls her R's and her H's are silent. Oh. This is something I'm gonna have to remember, huh? Rolls her R's and her H's are silent, making her fank sound like tank. Any word that sounds with an R sounds like a purr of a kitten as she speaks it. The teacher, Mr. John Blinsky, turns to the rest of the class. No one seems to notice or care that I'm late. Oh, you must be Dev! Good of you to join us! I can't do a Jack Black impression, I'm so sorry. I spoke too soon. Why don't you show us some of your skills? You are the last to arrive, after all. I'm already digging the confidence, amigo! Fuck, we're cooked. To be the best, you gotta think you're the best. Much to my chagrin, Mr. Jablinski points to his forehead, drawing everyone's attention to the ill-conceived mark on my face. The teacher grins and wriggles his eyebrows. And musicians always save the best for last. He punches the air and makes air guitar gestures while whistling. Flint and Steel? No. Fuck. It seems like my reputation... It's starting to fucking all turn into Jack Black. It seems like my reputation is... as the only human will continue to precede me. And considering the kind of character that the counselor is, I am wondering if Mr. Hawthorne was the exception, and that I would just be... Oh god. And that I should just expect all my professors to be this eccentric. Not really. I mean, our first professor certainly wasn't. Okay, I guess? Go get whatever you want from the back room. No electric anything yet. The electrician's still gotta do some fuse fixing or something before we plug in the real bangers. The kind that will make the other teachers write complaints about me again. God. I walk around the other students, pointedly avoiding their inquisitive looks. Sure enough, there's a pile of drums, many string instruments, a keyboard plopped against the wall, and many, many cases of varied shapes. We're so fucked. There's also amplifiers, pedals, and soundboards, every cable neatly folded on top of one another, with nowhere to currently plug them in. I take the familiar shape of a trombone case among the rest. I grab it and pull the zipper open, feeling the instrument. That was first trombone in my high school band. We just did everything, huh, Dev? This is gonna be ass. I walk slowly to the front of the class, thinking that even if it's not the sexiest instrument, at least I wasn't the first triangle in the band. I briefly wonder if something as sad as a second triangle in a Vicar School. Ooh, I briefly wonder if there's something as sad as a second triangle in Vicar School bands. I'm sorry, that fucking line just got me. There I stand, in front of eager and expectant eyes, while I fumble with the braces and eye the mouthpiece. It looks dry and a bit dusty, so I thumb at it to remove some of the soot. Well? I bring the instrument to my mouth, pressing my lips together, and start playing First Station Army. Starting notes, my arm arching back and forward methodically. The results are questionable on their own. It would have been acceptable for a marching band making the rounds around the football field, but I'm on my own, and my hand slips more than it should when landing on the notes. Out of the corner of my eyes, I see the gray tricera from earlier cringe. My ears are burning. Shit. I stop after a few seconds. That was alright, Dev. It's good to know that you're not going from absolute zero to hero here. A student snickers. More like 0.5 to hero. Mr. Jamblinski shushes them. You can either show us the melody of your feet walking out of my classroom or zip it. I like John. He's fucking based as fuck. He makes a zipping noise with his fingers. Absolutely no making fun of anyone once you're past that door and inside my realm, okay? The class replies with an echoey okay. I retake my seat, and Mr. Jablonski starts the class proper. Mr. Jablonski uses the very first class to go over the schedule for the rest of the semester. The class is otherwise uneventful. This time I take notes, though, mostly upcoming expositions and events. Students are supposed to present a piece at the end of the course, either a composition made by oneself or an arrangement based on someone else's music. That sounds actually pretty interesting. It could be a solo presentation with the teacher at the piano, or a duet with one of the students taking helm at the keys. Alright. That, or go through a 20-page long written exam. The class ends in an hour and a half later. Yeah, I just read that and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Rather do the first one. I'm left with a treasure trove of information on the upcoming semester, and feeling a little overwhelmed for the first day, honestly. This is only our second class. We still got more. Abigail is staying to have a short talk with the teacher while the rest of us prepare to leave. Then Mr. Jamblisky jumps up. Shucks! I'm late for a meeting. Gotta scram. Don't take anything from the classroom without my permission. Then he makes a break for the door, disappearing around the corner. Oh god. Is it actually gonna be a School of Rock subplot? Only for his head to reappear, peeking past the doorframe, and his hand still making I see you gestures at the students still remaining. I will notice if anyone took anything. Consider this your only warning of my bodacious wrath when it comes to my babies. Behave. Then he leaves, for real this time. Alright, this one's fun. Alright, that was pretty fun, actually. I'm in the middle. Oh, right, we still gotta meet Third Girl. I'm in the middle of returning the instrument I used for my demonstration when I overhear a couple of students mocking Abigail's accent. Hey, fuck off! They mock her strong R's and the silent H's while saying goodbye to her, calling her Little Miss Perfect. She turned her nose up at them as she packs her violin. It makes my blood boil. I guess I was right that this place was just like high school. Oh, okay, just fuck, you can't do this to me. You can't do this to me! You can't do this to me! I can't! Fuck my sense of fucking right and wrong here. At the very least, if we get their attention, they'll leave her alone. I mean, I'm the fucking only human at this fucking college, and I have the fucking number 1 painted on my fucking forehead. So at the very least, they'll leave her alone. Makes me want to do something. God, is this really our place though? Fuck, man. Honestly, in real life, I would be fucking mulling over whether to intervene or not, and then the fucking interaction would be over. It's like, oh shit. That would be me. My fucking indecision would just fucking let the moment pass. I rip a blank page from a nearby unattended notebook. I hastily ball it up and throw it in the direction of the mean-spirited group. It hits its mark, bouncing off the main taunter's spiky head. I'm quick to cross my arms and turn away to feign my innocence. They mutter more insults my way now, but leave with sneers on their faces. Once I cough once, the mean group leaves. Abigail still stares at me. I actually like your accent. Abigail squints at me, and I reconsider my words. What I mean is, it's sophisticated sounding. Don't let them get you down. Something inside her skirt pocket begins pinging repeatedly. She ignores it as she continues looking at me. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Great, so I gotta do the fucking voice with the accent. Ah, awesome. Anyone know what specific accent this is? I wasn't, but thank you, I suppose. Okay, I gotta roll the fucking R's. I might need chat to remind me. Roll the fucking R's. H's are silent. Rules. I like your playing. Thanks, but, I mean, I wasn't very good. Even Miss Jombisky seemed to notice. Okay, I gotta keep it in the back of my fucking mind. It was certainly an interesting instrument you played. It looks so cumbersome. I can't imagine it is easy to play. I apologize if I butchered the accent, guys. I don't know how to roll my R's. The trombone? I mean, I guess so. I take it you never played in high school pep rallies. Her face droops. Oh, I was homeschooled. Really? Oh, sorry, H's are silent. Homeschooled. Oh, that's cool. Taking a good look at her now, she's prim, proper, and elegant. Standing ramrod straight and with perfectly combed hair. Maybe she has like a sheltered kind of upbringing. Rich upbringing, I'm assuming? I have no idea how to reply in the ensuing silence. Her phone keeps ringing off the hook. Notifications pinging one after another. It's giving me anxiety at this point. She looks so mad. Are you going to pick up? No, I am not. With her phone continuing to chime, she looks me up and down now. Her frown deepening and she focuses on my shirt. Is it not proper? Your clothes. I look down at myself. Sure, my shirt's a bit wrinkled and my jeans have seen better days, but it's not like I'm planning on walking down a runway. What's wrong with them? They're tacky. She begins digging around in her bag before pulling out some sort of small spray bottle. What are you? Without warning, she spritz a few spray of some sort of mystery liquid onto my shirt. Don't do this! I cannot stress this enough. Do not do shit like this. Oh god, I've been acid attacked! What the hell? We jump apart. Her in embarrassment, me in shock. Sorry. Oh, sorry. It is wrinkle release. Oh god, release spray. See, watch. She grabs the hem of my shirt and gives it a slight tug. When she lets me go, it's noticeably smoother than before. Afterwards, she wilts in embarrassment, her cheeks turning pink. God, man. Fuck. How do we have fucking, like, all three of the fucking girls are awkward, but, like, different flavors of awkward. One can't talk and probably has, like, you know, insecure about her own voice. This one doesn't know how to fucking socialize with people and is, like, overly prim and proper. And the other one is fucking, doesn't know how to socialize with people and is fucking standoffish and rude and racist. Wow, what fucking riveting choices we have. I find myself just as bashful for freaking out over something so small. Something helpful even. Huh. Well, thanks, I guess. Sorry again. I just thought it would help. It would help. It would help. I can't say help without the H. How is your H silent, Abigail? It's fine. Just maybe a warning next time? Yeah, you gotta warn someone before you do that. She shakes her head fervently before holding out the offending spray bottle in both hands. No, no, it was rude of me. But please, take it for yourself. I have several more back in my room. Back in my room. Th- think, think of it as my apology to you. It's gonna be so fun. I'm gonna have to write this shit down. If I'm gonna do her voice, I gotta write this shit down when the full game comes out. I won't forget, Veronica. I won't forget. Sorry. God, I gotta write this shit down. I gingerly take the bottle from her, inspecting it. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of it myself, but it would help me clean up on days that I find myself rushed. Alright, yeah, thanks. Your name was Abigail, right? Okay, what does this mean? Okay, what accent does she have? I need to fucking study up on that clearly. What does this mean? That means yes, right? So like, oh, she's Finnish. Is she Finnish? She's Finnish. That's it. All right. Don't worry, Veronica. I will add you after stream. I already got it saved. I already took a screenshot. Okay, I'll try to do it. Do I have Discord on my phone? I know I have it on my iPad that I use as my second screen, my second monitor. I don't have Discord on my phone, I don't think. Do I have it? I thought I did. No, I do. Hold on, let me see if I can send it. I'll do it real quick. Okay, cool. Thanks for the update, Discord. I'll do it real quick. Once again, you can join me. Once again, you could join my own Discord that I have, my own Discord server that I have, so you could do that. By the way, it's on my channel page. I might not, Veron. Okay, I hope this works. Okay, I'll just send it and then I'll just double check it. Once again, you could also join my Discord on the channel page and then I'll see you as a member there. Let's continue. Okay, I mean, yes. And you were there. It's Dev, actually. Nice to meet you. I timidly hold out my hand, not sure if it's proper etiquette or not here. She lightly accepts the handshake, with a smile and a nod. It is good to meet you, too, Dev. I was not going to ask to not be rude, but... By all means ask. I wouldn't think you're rude. Why is there why is there a number on your forehead? Forehead. I can't roll my R right now. I sigh aloud at that. I can't delude myself anymore. I got. But Abigail doesn't need to know that. We just met. I don't need the image of me being a dork branded into her impression of me. Dude, it's a little late. A little late for that. A little late. It's a freshman thing. A freshman thing? Yeah, it's a tradition or something. Oh? She seems to light up at that. I can't believe I hadn't heard of this. You American, sorry, you Americans are so unique. So bad. We're fucking voice acting so bad. I don't know what the fucking Finnish accent sounds like. Dev, help me find a pen. Find the pen. Just be honest, man! Ah, no. She looks back at me in confusion. Damn it, I still have to save face here. I mean, the day is almost over, and it really wasn't that big of a tradition. Did you see anyone else with it today? Oh, no, I suppose I didn't. She actually seems a bit disappointed at that. But she doesn't see it. need me literally painting a target on her forehead, so it's for the best, yeah? Her phone beeps again, and this time a flicker of annoyance shows on her face. She fidgets with the strap on her violin case, clearly trying to ignore it, and I can only guess why. I wish I'd ask about it. Just mind our business. I feel like for this one we gotta mind our business. This one we just met. I hold up the wrinkle release spray to change the subject, joking. Not exactly what you think of for back to school essentials. Oh, I suppose it isn't. I guess I just like things neat and tidy. Is it more like EE without the H? Sorry. Oh, okay. This is doing your accent's gonna be hard. Should I just skip out on the accent? Trying to keep the H's silent and trying to roll the R's are killing me. Something I got from my upbringing. And old habits are to die, right? Close enough. Old habits die hard, right. Her phone beeps once more, seemingly louder this time. She glances at it before briefly looking back at me. Are you gonna get that? Ah, no, it's probably just... Her phone rings, giving us both a start. She whinges before reluctantly answering it. Hello? Yes, Mama. No, I was in class. I did not hear the text. Yes, I am fine. Her voice softens as she continues talking to her mother. I feel a bit awkward just standing there. Should I go, or... Hmm? Oh, just one moment. No, Mama, No, it was just a professor. No, you don't need to put Papa on. She heaves a sigh away from the receiver to prepare herself. Hello, Papa. No, I wasn't. Abigail glances at me and turns away, voice even lower now in another language, Finnish, probably. Oh god. Minuna, me, oh god, we're learning fucking Finnish. Alright, here we go. Olen van lu kasa enga kulu. En me tala jatani vastam mana atil. En me vantani vastan me yeterin van. I'm butchering this. Silita siliata. I shift my way from one foot to another, feeling more awkward by the second as Abigail continues her phone conversation in a language I don't understand. Her voice is low and she keeps glancing at me as if she's worried about me overhearing something important, which is frankly giving me too much credit with my menial grasp on English language as it is. God, sorry, that's kind of funny to me too. I think I'll just head on out since you're busy. See you tomorrow? Yeah, let's just go with that. Abigail purses her lips, clearly disappointed at the disruption, but unable to get out of it. She places her phone over her chest to reply. Yes, of course. I'll see you then, Dev. Okay, it's gonna take me forever. I'm gonna forget the next time we stream this game. Alright, catch you later then. I give her a nod and start to back away. She waves me goodbye with her free hand before grimacing at whatever she's hearing on the other end of the line. I head out of the classroom, feeling a bit lighter after our interaction. God, do they all have parental issues? Do we all just have mommy and daddy issues? Even though it was short and kind of awkward, it was nice to connect with someone else on campus. I checked my phone to see that Theo had texted me earlier saying that he'd be in the library until it closed. I stopped by my room before heading there, figuring he could use some help with whatever's keeping him so late. History homework, I imagine. And despite how Counselor Sam's whole vibe rubbed me the wrong way, I think she was right about seizing the opportunity I have in making a game with him. Before any of that, though, I figure I should at least try and call home. First thing I do when I get back to my room is scrub my forehead hard to strip chrome from the bumper. Hard enough to strip chrome from a bumper, God. We went through the whole day like this. After enough time, my skin is left spotless, save for the aching, bright red splotch left in its wake. Then I get to thinking about Abigail's change of mood earlier. That, and coupled with Counselor Sam's advice, I find myself pulling out my phone and dialing my parents' number. Oh my god. Someone picks up the line, a beat of silence passing before they answer. Hello? Who is this? Hey, Dad. It's It's me. Another beat of silence. My palms begin to sweat. Arms heavy, mom spaghetti. Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, who was this again?
Is he drunk? It's me, Dad. It's Dev.
Oh, hey champ, how are you doing? Me and your mom haven't heard from you since yesterday.
I didn't call you yesterday.
What? Yeah, you did. We talked about, we definitely talked about,
His words are a slurry of syllables, crashing against one another. Is he really... Dad, we didn't talk yesterday.
Yeah, well, it took you long enough to call. You know, I heard about how those cold-blooded girls go crazy for some warm bloods, but I bet you're too busy drowning in
Dad! He is. Dad, are you drunk?
What? I am not drunk.
You sound like you are. Dad!
What's up?
Are you drunk again?
Look, Dev, work was pretty rough today. I just had one drink to relax and unwind.
Was that one drink before or after work this time? Oof. God damn it, Dad. You promised.
Hold up 1 minute, Dev. I think your mom wants to talk to you.
Oh, God. The sound of muffled static plays on the other end of the line is shuffled about.
Sorry, champ. It looks like she's asleep on the couch.
Oh, God. Is she asleep or is she passed out on the couch?
Look, Dev, me and your mom are not drunk. We only had a few drinks.
God, we haven't been gone for fucking 2 days and they're fucking already drinking themselves. So, God, I fucking knew it. You know what, Dad? My day was pretty rough, too. So I think I'm going to bed. Gonna go to bed.
Alright. Talk to you later, champ.
I hang up. I don't want to deal with this. I think I finally have an answer for Counselor Sam's question. I'm not homesick. At all. I feel envious of Emily, Rebecca, and Abigail. I wish I could wiggle my fingers on a pencil, a keyboard, or frickin' maracas to be able to create anything. Make something of myself more than the child of a pair of drunks. I see. Yeah, he's type 3. This feels a little type 3 coded. Maybe type 3 wing 4 for Enneagram personalities, for those of you who don't know. God. Maybe even a hint of type 4, maybe? Could be either one. Counselor Sam and all of her foul-smelling wisdom is right about something. I can't afford to let opportunities pass me by. I couldn't do anything about the situation back home. Still can't, I guess. But I can do something about my situation here. I dialed Theo's number. Hey man, what's wrong? Why do you assume something is wrong? Well, you're calling me rather than texting me like a normal person, so I only assumed... Whatever, listen, you're right, so... I do want to do it with you. There's a pause. You know, I am very... The game, Theo! You know, I am very flattered, but I don't think I'm interested in you in that way, buddy. But thanks for the offer. Not that he's not interested in guys. That came out wrong. The game, Theo. The game. I want to make the game with you. Oh, really? That's cool, man. You don't sound as enthusiastic as last night. No, I am. It's just... And I'm being serious this time. Is something wrong? You sound pretty mad. If this is about what I texted you this morning... No, let's just say families are complicated. Right. Hey, Elliot should be back in the dorm, and I'm nearly done with this tower of books I've got going on in the library. Do you want to meet us over in our dorm and hang out for a bit? We never did finish Rock Ring. So you're still in the library. Do you mind me coming there? Absolutely not. Come on down, Matt. God, the fucking skeptical expression here. This is my lightest day of the week in terms of the amount of lessons I had to attend, but my duties are not over. I have a favor to repay. Following the map on the CCC app, this time easily finding the library, and Theo torturing himself in the middle of a very literal tower of books. As I approach him, I see that more than half of the books on this table aren't even about any sort of history. He hears me getting closer. His eyes twinkle when he sees me. Is he that? He's just sitting down. He points to my forehead, grinning ear to ear. You got rid of it! He's shushed, and I laugh at his expression of despair. They're gonna kick you out for screaming. It's the least you deserve for making me go through with this. He crosses his arms, smug little motherfucker. Worth it. Sis texted me about the number one. I asked her to snap a picture of you for me too, but she told me to not be a creep. At least one of you has a good head on their shoulders. Yeah, me. He flaps his wings happily. Yeah, you're all smiles now, but just wait until I figure out a good payback. I only had a permanent marker, so I had to scrub half my face off just to get rid of it. That makes him cough a laughing fit into a closed fist. Here, dude, of course. I pick up a random book. Advanced Quantum Mechanics. Dude, what the hell? Is this for one of your classes? I sit in the chair next to him. Huh? Oh yeah, but that stuff is easy. History though? Who cares what dead people did? Fuck, Theo is like me! Theo is like me fucking for real, for real. It's like I'm a combination of Theo and fucking Rebecca. And I guess a little bit of Deb. I'm just more, I guess I'm more like introverted, antisocial. I don't want to say antisocial. More just like introverted, more keeps to myself. Can be a bit standoffish, but like I can fucking handle science easily though. I can handle science easily. I can usually handle math easily, but like when it comes to like history and shit, God, I can't fucking stand it. History is like was always my weakest subject, even back in elementary school. Okay, fair enough. But why didn't you put any of them back when you were done? That's what the librarian and the resistance are here for. I frown at him. Look, I'm going to help you as much as I can. That's a given, but... We're putting these back in the rightful place, because my grandma did not raise me that way. My parents did, but I don't want to be that way. He wants to be better than his parents. Mentioning her out loud makes me realize how much I miss Grandma, especially in the wake of my phone call home. I'll grab another book this time about actual history and ask Theo what he's covered in class. Ottoman Empire. Easily enough located through the records. There's more than enough information about it to go through. And we don't have to cross-reference many texts to find all the bullet points that will be in Theo's next test. We really are helping him with this. I too have one of the general histories as one of my courses, so this will help me quite a lot. Theo hasn't mentioned if the tutor for his course is the same as mine, and we're too busy trying to overcome his poor information retention to focus on anything else. ADHD, let's go. To be fair to him, it's an absurd amount of info, and I could see why Theo asked for help in the first place. I end up suggesting flashcards. He seems happy with those. My sis once tried to help me that way, but she isn't half as patient with me as you are. You don't say. He grins at me. Seriously, thanks, dude. Remembering how fondly Rebecca spoke of Theo, and how fondly he's speaking of her now, I feel another pang of envy. Did she speak fondly of him? A little bit, I guess. They are siblings. Even when they argue and fight and have like butt heads, we still love each other. And I guess bust each other's metaphorical balls. We still care about each other. Although I am reminded of something she said, or called me. Hey Theo, what does skinny mean? Hey, this is like a black man who's never been has never been called the N-word in his life, going to his white friend and asking, hey, your sister called me the N-word. Do you know what that means? Shush, shush. He quickly silences me, looking back and forth over the library. You can't say stuff like that out loud in here, unless you want the librarian to bring campus security on us, and trust me, she will. Do you really not know what that word means? I came from a mostly human town. Never heard anyone use that before. Who called you it then? Your sister? Damn it, Rebecca. I am assuming it isn't some saurian nickname for humans like I thought. No, it is. Just not a very nice one, exactly. So she was insulting me then? She has a unique way of talking to people. I doubt she truly meant anything by it, but look, I'll talk to her about it, okay? It's not that big a deal, it's fine. I just don't want you two arguing on my behalf. She shouldn't be talking to you like that. Trust me, it's fine. Let's just forget about that for now, okay? Sure. He is right. I shouldn't dwell on it. I mean, it was a simple argument, and despite it, I can't help but feel happy for how the day went. Emily showed me her drawing, Rebecca reading to and confiding in me, Abigail playing a beautiful melody. All of this is like different forms of art too. Are we gonna have them on? Are we making our own game development team? Rebecca's gonna be our writer. We're gonna be the programmers and game designers. Our fucking producer, backer, payer, whatever, person who's gonna pay for like all the tech we need and all that is gonna be fucking Elliot. Then Emily is gonna be our artist, our lead artist, our artist and designer, like for the fucking assets. Rebecca will be our writer, and then Abigail will be like the OST creator, like our musician, our composer. Oh my god, is that what's about to happen? And then we can pick one of them. Fuck. Well, I don't know which one to pick. Each of them are great to talk to in different ways. Each of them is so talented in their respective craft, art, writing, music. It makes me think of how they could all come together in a game development team. Dude. I jump at his words. Yeah? You haven't known each other for long, but if you ever need to vent, I'm here, okay? Theo's such a fucking bro, man. Well, maybe not here, because this is a library and if things get loud, we'll be kicked out. We're totally gonna do it. Theo blanches. Again, Dev, I don't like you in that way. Sorry. Not that, Theo, the video game. Now I'm the one who's being sent some venomous shushes. Dude, I know, I'm just messing with you. Gotta ask though, what made you so certain? You didn't seem that good idea yesterday. I guess you could say I had some revelations. I don't exactly have much going on, no hobbies. Not really sure what I want to do next. But what I do know is that I like games, and I can't just pass up on opportunities, so I guess that's why I want to give game design a try. Theo blinks twice. An ear-to-ear grin appears on his face in an instant upon hearing that. Hell yes, dude! This is gonna be sweet! Another volley of violent shushes sent our way. Both of us laugh them off before returning to our silent studying for the time being. Game creation can always come later. Once we get to the next day, if there is a next day, another math class. Okay, well, I think we're good here. Because once again, I kind of want to save most of the game when the full game comes out. I just kind of wanted to see what the game had to offer so far. And honestly, I kind of like what we have so far a little bit. Should we continue? I think I'm going to continue. Should we continue? I think I kind of want to call it a stream for now, especially with all the tech issues I have, and I don't want to like press it too far. I just kind of wanted to see what the game was like. I added my first lecture in general chemistry to the books yesterday. Let's push it a little bit more. And as of today, I officially survived 72 consecutive hours in college. And that would make me happy if not for the nonsensical stream of numbers that drill into one ear and fly out the other. I am absolutely not retaining any of this information at all. Hopefully I'll be able to shake off the first week dizziness by the time exams start. Okay, you know what? I'm probably calling it a stream. I'm gonna save it again. I'm calling it a stream. Honestly though, let's look at the credits real quick. DevLog 0.51, made with RenPy. Okay, yeah. Found here. Okay. Credits, lead developers Zengima Miguel. Sprite art by Zengima Asdar Sandwich Markout. Background art by Azidar Eric Altaf. Best Sim Sela. GUI art by Zingima Nitardado. I wonder if, yeah, I think he might be. He could be the person who made the UI for Snoot Game Encore. Netor Dado. Wado the Board. Yori-san. Alright. Contributing artists. Oh god. Biscuits, Blindsight, Chief, Disco Demon, Shido Tara. Lead writers, Receiver K, Farian. Editors, Zangima, Receiver K, Farian, Miguel, Dragmeister. Meister? Is that it? Yeah. Tecturn, Red Pen. Contributing writers, Arlock, Anonmadon, Isabel. Programmers, okay. Miguel Zangima, Jack Kid, 13. Contributing programmers, Blackie, Dragmeister, Hamish, DJ Brine 1. Is it Brine 1 or is that supposed to be an L? Brinal. No, it's a 1. This would have been a 3 otherwise, and this also would have been 1 or something. Mobile port. There's a mobile port? DJ Brina. Brian. Music director Adam Sporka. Music team Roxy, Listener 555. David Bautista. Social media team Miguel Zengama. Kai Davis. Translation team Spanish translators. Okay. What is this supposed to be? Okay, 1GN. Okay, what is this supposed to be? Inca Kyo, I don't know. Vincent Redpuller, Don Venezuela, Russian translators, Commander Tao, Ruboron, Raiden without a sombrero. How fitting, huh? For the Morrow stream, Glatzkopf, Orienzax, Fallen Snake, Space Gecko, Dat Feel Frog, Even Number, Art Assets, Zaintran, Glatzkopf, Commander Tal, Programmers, Commander Tal, Codevinger, DJ Brian. Alright. Honestly, had a lot of fun with this game demo. I would usually play a bit longer or play a bit more, but like I got a couple of things to do. Like I gotta help my parents just did grocery shopping, so I gotta help them like unload when they get back, or at least help my sister unload when she gets back because they just kind of sent her off. And then I also gotta grab the trash cans from outside, so I'm probably gonna make this outro a little quick. I have a Discord if you want to talk to me more on there. I'm gonna try to be on there tonight for my Discord. You can see it in the description down below on YouTube or the channel page. What else I gotta say here? I'm gonna try and see if I could fix up the chat because for some reason Twitch chat didn't appear at all on the stream. I'm gonna probably check that real quick actually. After stream. I'm gonna see if I could fix that. I don't know why it's not working properly. Usually it works without issue, but I'm probably gonna have to check out the settings on that after stream. Future stream schedule right now, what it's looking like is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time, I'm gonna be on stream again. We're gonna be playing some Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, Blade Wolf DLC. This Sunday at 2 p.m. Are we back? Are we back? We lost stream there for a second. Alright, finishing outro. What was I saying? 3 p.m. Pacific time. 3 p.m. Pacific time. Sorry about that. 3 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow we're gonna be playing more Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, Blade Wolf. Sunday we're gonna be playing more 100 Lion Last Defense Academy at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Next week it's gonna be next Friday it's gonna be Danganronpa fan game. Either gonna be Antebellum Lockdown, Rewritten, or there was another one. I have it saved on my phone. Let me see if I could find the title on my phone real quick. It's gonna be stuck between those three. It might be Antebellum Lockdown though, just so you guys know. Let me see if I could find it. I think I had it. I had it saved. Orion's Belt, that's what it was called. Orion's Belt is another fan game that I have on the list. What else? What else? What else? Next Saturday, we're probably going to be streaming, either continuing the Danganronpa fan game, but it's most likely going to be more so us playing, Wild Assault, I think. Yeah, Wild Assault next Saturday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, and then next Sunday, more Underline Last Defense Academy. And yeah, sorry for the messy outro. I just got a text, and now I gotta, like, go out and help my, family real quick. Anyways, not much else I could really add on to that. Thanks for watching, thanks for being here with me, and until then, don't mind me. I'm just some dude on the internet, and I'll see you guys next stream, and hopefully I'll have chat working properly by then.